Topic number 1, daddy issues.
All right, let's get into it. I did actually have an idea for how we could have an opening that wasn't as shitty as the first one, where it was more natural in the first one, right?
Sure.
So, you know how podcasts generally, I had to stop touching my mic. Huge thing that bothered the shit out of me in the first episode. I just kept touching it. So, you know how in the first episode we what was I going to say?
I don't fucking. I have not talked to you since the first episode.
You know, it's been a month.
Incidentally, that's the first time you talked. Also, it could have been the last one.
Okay.
But we had always had weird online interactions, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we talked about doing things for 4 years. So you know how other podcasts, they have an opening meme where they're I can't think of an example. They're for when we were doing Cagdoon, we had Cat Chat Room. We'd say, "Welcome to Cat Chat Room, where we talk about cats." And then my buddy Mike would say, "Do we really though?" That was the whole bit, the opening bit. I was thinking of
"Welcome to Wait, Don't Tell Me. This is Ezra Klein or whatever the fuck."
What are you talking about?
NPR?
I have no idea.
NPR? No?
NPR? Are you 40? What's going on?
Spit out my drink. What the fuck are you on about? I don't know. NPR is reputable. People listen to NPR. I like their Tiny Desk concerts.
Oh, the Tiny Desk concerts are
Tiny Desk concerts are cool, but that's just because I like music. I understand why NPR is a good thing, and he is gone. Now that it's just you and me, though, we can talk about whatever. So now that the uninformed Appleist is gone, I can talk about how I tried new and exciting apples since the last time and that he's back. And he's going to be so upset to hear about me that we've already started talking about apples.
Started talking about apples. I want to put on a better shirt. That shirt was like showing my fat fucking COVID tummy.
Oh, you got a cow chop shirt? Did you Is this genuine? We were talking. Is this genuinely started yet? Is this just rolling naturally?
Yeah, sure. Okay, dude. I mean, it comes off natural, doesn't it? I mean, I feel like that's all that matters.
It did until I broke that barrier and asked what the fuck that we were doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was thinking we've only had one episode, so we don't really, you gotta kind of find your footing before you make an intro. But what would be, it's called Regurgitated, right? We got the name. That's good. That's a good start.
We got a round of applause for a pretty flawless launch too. Can we get
let's go.
Claps and chat for
maybe we all just a vomit in the beginning,
we'll just make ourselves.
We'll leave that up to you. We'll leave that up to you to do Mr. Handsy in your mouth. And,
what is the shit?
Well, that's how we'll start every episode: is watching you force yourself to vomit. Trigger warning for bulimics at the beginning of every episode.
Right. What is this shit? My shit's fucked up. What is this shit that you take and then it makes you vomit? No matter Epicac. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot at Epicac right at the beginning and then just.
I actually don't know what that is.
I think it's actually been. I don't think they use it anymore because it's actually the reason it works is
legitimately bad for you.
It's actual poison, and your body's just get that out. And it's
there's so much shit that we do that your body just naturally rejects.
Yeah.
Even stuff that's meant for you, like genuine medical practice. A lot of times your body just goes fuck this.
Dude, if you get some kind of implant, your body can just be this is a foreign object, kill it, and then you
get
die.
out of it. Yeah. Well, that's all allergies are. Is your body just going, this thing does not belong in my body, get it out. It's just detecting peanut butter as ricin or some shit.
Dude,
you know what goes with peanut butter? Apples.
Yes.
I wanted the silence to last so much longer. I was hoping the silence would last 10 seconds longer.
I tried new apples, goddammit.
Did you?
So I found this farmer's market kind of near where I live, which I could talk about for an hour just because I get nerdy about produce. But they had a whole apple section that I hadn't seen before. I tried an opal apple. I didn't have an opal apple. Jesus fucking Christ. I hadn't had an opal apple before, but I had one. But I tried a new apple called a cosmic crisp apple. Have you ever heard of a cosmic crisp apple?
That sounds like some Twilight Zone shit.
It's this dude in Washington that took a Honey Crisp and mixed it with something else. Now he's trying to get this new apple in stores.
Yeah.
I tried it. It's pretty good. I don't know.
Is it crunch or is it
It's a crunchy. It's a crunchy one.
Based. Okay. I honestly, if you hit me with a crunchy apple, I'll like it like 9 out of 10 times. You know what I mean?
For sure. More fruits need to be crunchy.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
Go ahead.
I bought a watermelon. Get this. Get this.
I love who the fuck is let's go around our new produce buys.
Yeah, at this
he's
point,
like he came in with a genuine like let's start this episode and then we got guitars
already, bro.
I'm buying an apple. This dude bought a fucking kumquat or whatever. I don't even fucking know.
What happened to your watermelon? What happened to your watermelon, Sean?
I shouldn't say, but it's a good watermelon.
Did you fuck the watermelon? What happened to your watermelon?
What happened to the watermelon, dude?
Well, okay, so it's definitely not as bad as if I said it. So Haley has sensitive teeth, and I cut up this watermelon. I put it in the fridge. I don't have sensitive teeth. I was just eating this watermelon, and the watermelon was too cold for Haley, like it was hurting her teeth. So she microwaved it, and I thought that was very funny.
Why didn't you bring that up? I've never heard of anyone microwaving watermelon in my life.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. I used to microwave ice cream. No, you guys don't look at me. You guys are looking at me funny. I don't like that at all.
No, actually, my brain is not functioning. I just got back from being a degenerate for a week straight. I also have microwaved ice cream.
Oh, you have?
Not like for the purpose of like making it soupy. Like you pull it out of the depths of the freezer, and it's like a brick. And you're too impatient to wait 20 minutes to scoop it, so you microwave it for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I used to do the thing. I used to so after I was done with my microwaving phase, where I just had like a little soup at the bottom.
Phase.
Microwaving phase.
Didn't tell your mom it was just a phrase.
It was just
a phase.
Just a phrase. Simply a phrase.
I learned what a fucking 3-2-1 cake was at Ben's house.
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, you do. You taught me it, dude.
Fuck. What is a 3-2-1 cake? I don't remember.
It's like 3 cups of cake batter, 2 cups of sugar. Do you remember? It was like a mug cake. It was like your mom made. It was in high school.
Yes, yeah.
It was in high school. Your mom was like, "This is a 3-2-1 cake," and I was like, "I don't want to eat that."
Yeah.
You just put a lot of sugar in a cup.
My mother has a lot of like interesting food design choices. I don't know if that's how you would say it, but it is extremely she'll just like be like, hey, how does this sound? And I'll be like, no, honestly, not that great, to be completely honest.
She'll do it anyways.
And she'll just make it anyways, and it'll actually normally be all right for white people food, you know. Like, you know,
she's made good bread, and she's made good comments. I've made cookies at Ben's house, and she'll like offer suggestions to make them better.
Cookies are banger white people food. Not to say that other cultures don't make cookies at all, but like out of all the food white people can make, cookies are like one where it's like they usually hit. Yeah,
we got them.
I agree.
It's kind of hard to fuck up a cookie because even like a bad cookie is like, oh well, fuck, I'll eat this.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, I don't. Have I ever had a bad cookie?
I've had cookies.
Do you remember when your mom? You remember when your mom? I made the candy cane cookies at your house. The peppermint.
Oh yeah, they weren't bad. I mean, they were a little chalky, but they weren't bad.
No, but your mom suggested putting the hot cinnamon gels on them.
Yeah,
and it was just. It was like the very spicy cinnamon gel.
It was very different textures
on a peppermint cookie, and I was just like, it sounds like it would be good, but then you bite into it and you're like, this is fucking terrible. Kelly, I'm sorry.
It wasn't incredible. I mean, honestly, I thought the cookies themselves were fine, but that was just a weird suggestion. I don't know what she's fucking ever on about. Fun fact, and I just noticed it now because I'm looking at myself. My camera last episode was inverted, and it bothered the shit out of me after I rendered it, uploaded it, watched it.
How did that accidentally happen?
Because it mirrors, Discord mirrors the webcam.
So am I?
No, you're straight, and Sean's straight. I'm the one mirrored.
You don't know that.
I was hoping I was gonna get it. I'm gonna, dude. If I touch my microphone, just like screaming at the top of your lungs. I need to just chill the fuck out. Last episode, when I was editing it, I had to I tried my best to take like little portions of the audio track and just make them much quieter because it was just like, you know what I mean? It was awful.
Hey.
Make your job harder, why don't you?
What were we saying? Apples?
You were the one that came in with like, I have an idea.
Oh, I have an idea.
And
Okay,
I
so
had a dream.
Epicac, great meme. Just a shot, tink, and we just fucking start puking up a storm, and then we just go from there.
I had that when I was a kid.
Epicac?
Yeah.
I didn't. I honestly, I saw. I think it was a what are those fucking movies called? The ones with the boobs?
Porn?
Not.
You had one of those as a kid?
No. What the fuck are they called? The movies with it's like a bunch of college students that like drink horse cum.
The porn.
I don't like porn.
Oh no, it's not just porn.
You're talking about like the series, like
what the fuck is it called?
American Pie and stuff like that.
American Pie.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
American Pie. Why did I bring up
I've
American Pie?
only watched one American Pie movie, so.
Why did I just bring up American Pie?
You're the one talking about horse cum.
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking about horse cum and boobs. Epicac. The only reason I knew about Epicac because I'm pretty sure it was in an American Pie movie. It was in a
Family Guy episode too, so you might have seen that.
Dude, Family Guy is funny. You know that was trending on Twitter today. Family Guy is funny. Kind of blown away by that. Yeah, I was kind of blown away by that.
Family Guy is funny.
Dude, honestly,
Family Guy is really funny. Not Family Guy the show, but the concept of Family Guy.
I agree.
Is very funny. Yeah.
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons as a concept is less funny than Family Guy.
I do agree. So I don't trust the Twitter trending page because it says trending for you, and none of the shit I give a fuck about. Literally none of it. Like,
they're trying to get you to believe stuff.
At this point, you're probably right. You're
saying that Twitter is a disinformation machine? Are you about to go join Donald Trump's like Truth app or whatever the fuck he's calling
I'm gonna go. Is it called Truth? Is it called Truth?
I have no fuck. It's not on Android, so I couldn't even use it if I wanted to.
All right, let's see.
Oh, is it really just not on Android? That's funny.
Let's see.
Let's see
what
I briefly saw I saw on Twitter that he had posted some meme of himself dressed up like a Lord of the Rings character or some shit, and I was like, I want to see that, and I tried looking for it, but it was like, only available on like iOS at the moment, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to.
Weird that it's. I don't know if that's easier to do or not. I don't know.
I assume they probably looked at however many users were on Android versus iOS and figured it would be maybe worth more of the investment to just go on iOS.
What is the app called? You said Truth, but I'm not fine. I look up Truth Social.
I gotta be like.
I got Trump News 2024. I'm recording this. I want if I can find it, I want to put it in here.
Hold on. Trump Social app. I thought it was called Truth.
I have True Social by Vero Labs.
I think that is it. I think it is Truth Social.
No, it's True Social.
No, Truth Social. Truth Social, former President Trump's social media app.
I don't know what this is. There's Trump News 2024 by Hit GPX Media.
Are you on the App Store? It probably got taken down.
Here, no, I got it right here. I'll fucking find it for you. Here, I will send this to you in the Discord chat, or not Discord chat. This is actually really done in person. Everyone.
Yeah, we're all in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I'm opening it up on the.
It's
never mind the video feed.
Yeah, look, it's in my hand is touching Ben's head.
It's coming out. Oh. Yeah. There you go.
Oh wow! Look at that.
What are you doing? You're giving me a wet willy. What the heck?
Shit, dude.
Stop it.
Oh,
that's so weird.
I tried to record that. I thought it would be cool if I could add like a screen recording into the like as an editorial thing, but I couldn't get it. So
that could be a funny bit idea, just to scroll through the Truth.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. But I feel like it'd also just kind of be sad.
it gets this removed from like 3 different streaming platforms as well.
Yeah, you're probably right. I feel like we're on like a tangential like spiral.
Okay, so Epicac, why did you want that to be the intro?
Yeah, that's how we opened this conversation. He definitely came in here and he was like, guys, I got a bright idea. What we're going to do is we're going to all throw up. That was definitely not something that I suggested as a response to a cold open. This is, Ben came in and said, guys, I think I'm going to get all of you to throw up. And completely serious.
Hey, when was the last time you threw up? Jack.
I don't know, probably like a month ago.
A month
or something.
Ago.
Probably something related to alcohol.
Sean,
a month or two ago, maybe.
I dry heaved like a year ago, but that nothing came out. I've not let go of anything in years.
dude, fucking Theodore looks so cute right now, bro. You see that cat?
Oh yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, bro. That is a fucking cute ass cat.
He does this all the time.
I was just trying
He falls off sometimes, which is even cuter.
that sounds sad. I was just trying to distract you because I was picking my nose. So you want to hear a funny? The last time I puked, actually awful story. So Alexis and I had started dating. Was it? What's the third month? March. In March of 2018, and in December of 2018, I got extremely ill. Where it was on her birthday. I started vomiting horribly and having really bad diarrhea, and I was sitting on the toilets for so long that my legs would get like fall asleep and it would just hurt. Yeah,
I love
Yeah,
that. By the way, that's the best feeling in the world is to get up after having both of your legs go numb and walking around.
right.
You just have to like grab onto the. He's trying to bite me because I'm in his space. You just have to like grab onto the wall and like wait for your legs, or you're gonna fall out.
Oh no,
fall
no.
over and pass out.
It would have been nice. It would have been a nice thing if I wasn't. I didn't. I was getting diarrhea on the floor. So I on like my girlfriend's birthday, I'm vomiting loudly. Because I don't ever vomit. I had probably hadn't vomited like 5 years prior to that.
Yeah.
So I'm vomiting very loudly, dry heaving, in a lot of pain. Getting my shit on the floor. And I'm like, I'm just going to hop in the shower and hope that this all boils over. I shower, I get out. I'm like, I have to clean this up. Don't go in there. My Alexis cleans the entire floor.
Oh, shit.
And I was like,
a round of applause again, please, everyone.
Right. No, I was like, fuck yes. That first of all, I don't have to clean it. That's awesome. Second of all, that's a great story to tell. Right? Like that's an awesome story to tell. She loves telling that story. She loves telling the story of her cleaning my shit on her birthday.
Into a bit more detail as to getting on hand and knee to clean up after your
scrubbing the floor.
Shit.
Whenever she tells that story, it's like she's from New Jersey, so she has like the kind of like the funny accent. She can tell stories.
Picking up shit.
Yeah, she's like she speaks like a cartoon character.
Yeah,
I get it.
So especially when she's like being performative. Yeah, Wooder. Yeah, she says wooder instead of water. Wooder. So when she's being very performative, her accent comes out more. Like when she's like telling a story to a bunch of people, and it's so fucking funny when she tells that story. And I mean, she'll any time that I have a poopy problem since then, she will use that to tell a good story, and I'm 100% okay with that. I think that's fucking hilarious.
You do strike me as the type of person that would be okay with that. Yeah, I personally, I don't have too many of those stories, but I did have a scenario where
Sean just laughed to himself
because he knows he has a ton of them.
No, it's like I don't have too many stories of women cleaning up my own diarrhea.
No, but I did have a scenario last year where I did end up on the floor of a public restroom diarrheaing everywhere while there was an alarm going off.
Oh, great! So, that's the best.
Yeah. The context with it will make sense because I was in the hospital. So I was hospitalized for 3 days. And they didn't quite know what I had. This was like last year. They didn't quite know what I had at first. It's a whole story. I ended up having I ended up having appendicitis, but it was crazy because I had it for like 6 months, and like that was like not like normal.
Yeah.
And so they thought I had like Crohn's disease or whatever. And they ended up like, my intestines ended up like calcifying together. So they didn't just remove my appendix. They removed like a part of my intestines too. Cause I waited so long with appendicitis for it to like fuck up my insides to where it like severely fucked up my insides.
What does calcify mean? That means they molded together?
So how my doctor described it to me was that when they open you up, I swear to God, a medical professional said this to me. This is going to sound like I'm being silly again. Is when they open you up, your guts should look like a bowl of wet spaghetti, right? That like you can like maneuver everything around and, I don't know. I assume slurp it in a fun manner and,
just
and then end up kissing another doctor at the end of the other end of the intestines. But he said when he opened me up, it looked like a bowl of spaghetti that had been left out all night. It was all dried and like clumped together. And he described to me as they were trying to remove the appendix. I mean, I have the text message that my mom forwarded to me of them like literally like chiseling my intestines apart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like that's, again, I'm not a medical professional. I can't explain to you the minor details of what happened, but like, you know, they did like the CAT scan on me at first, and they were like, I don't know, it looks fine. And so, you know, I've been experiencing this pain for like 6 months. CAT scan looked fine. I thought I had Crohn's disease. They were doing this blood work. But it's important to say because they had left me without food or water for 3 days straight. No food, no water, just IV drip. And they were constantly giving me laxatives throughout this experience too. So like every day they would come by.
You're gonna be cleaned out, bro.
Well, so get a load of this. So literally, so they come by every day and they give me like a glass of water. It's the only like liquid I get in my diet the entire day. It's like one like airplane sized thing of water and like 2 or 3 laxative pills. Other than that, it's just all.
They were just fucking with you the whole time.
Actually, it was really funny. At one point, they wanted to get out and they just put me in an office chair and started spinning me around and chanting things. No, but they put me in for an MRI. But when you get an MRI for like any kind of like gastrointestinal issues, they can't just give you an MRI. They need to coat your intestines with something reactive. So when they run the MRI, it reflects and they can see exactly what's going on inside of you. And the compound, like, they literally just orally drink it. And it was a metallic sludge that was like the size of like a Sprite bottle. And they had me drink 2 of them. So again, keep in mind, I'm on no food, no water, 2 days straight. I had yet to use the bathroom and they keep pumping me full of laxatives. I drink, again, you know, I would imagine this is like probably around 40 ounces of this like sludge material to coat my stomach to get an MRI. I go in, I do the MRI, that part goes fine. They start wheeling me back to my room, and I explained to them, guys, I really, really need to use the bathroom. And they were like, well, we can't just bring you to the bathroom. It's protocol. We need to go back and check you into your room. So, like, you know, like that's just the procedure. There's a standard line of things. They can't just, they can't, it's fucking government, am I right? They can't just take me to the bathroom. I got to check into the room first. So I'm arguing with them. They're not listening to me. They bring me back to my room. Another thing I didn't account for is when you're in the hospital and they have you hooked up to the IV machines, they're on like a battery that gets recharged by the wall, and you can unplug them from the wall, but they're on like a timer. They only last like an hour, like off of the wall. Otherwise, they start doing this insane, like screaming alarm sound and flashes red at you. Because, you know, if someone passes out or they're wandering the hallways or something with it, they need to know. And so what I didn't account for is the nurse had neglected to plug back in my IV machine while I was getting my MRI. And so they check me into my room. I'm like, you could see my ass hanging out the back of the fucking hospital gown. I immediately grab the IV machine and I'm like covering up my backside, running down to the fucking bathroom towards the end of the hall. I could barely hold it. I shut the door and it just fucking like comes out immediately. It's really like not. It's a horrible story. It's gross, but like it's really not my fault. It's these fucking stupid ass doctors refusing to take me to the bathroom.
That's so weird because that's like
I hadn't been standing for 3 days either, so I was weak and I kind of like just collapsed to the ground a little bit, and then the alarm went off because it hadn't been plugged into the wall and it was flashing red and screaming, and I had people like banging on the wall being like, "Are you okay? We need to get in there." And I was like, "Please do not come in here." I was like, "Please give me an extra 10 to 20 minutes to like figure out my life."
Was it stinky poopy? I don't know how else to describe it.
It was very, very liquid shit.
Yeah, so it probably didn't. It probably wasn't that gross, right?
I mean, it's gross because it's dookie, but you know, it's
out of all the grossest dookies, it's probably not that, you know.
It's very watery.
Yeah. Ben's like, oh, diarrhea, that's the least gross one. Consequentially, or like relatively, it's also the one I don't have to clean up.
Right. That's true. Also true.
Did that article about Kim Kardashian saying she would eat shit daily if it mean she could lose weight?
Was that recent?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was like last week. A big article came out with Kim Kardashian. I just love the way it's phrased too. It's like, Kim Kardashian says she would eat poop daily. Like it's not like she was just saying, "Oh, I'd eat shit to be prettier." She said, "I would eat it daily," like it's a menu item in order to get thinner, which I find very funny.
It is. You would get very thin very quickly, and then you would die.
Yeah, you probably you just pass away. Did you see the? I mean, it's a meme. It's probably altered as well, but there's just like a meme of a paparazzi person going up to Kanye and being like, "Yo, Kanye, she did Kimberly, did you put it in her ass or something like that?" Fucking dumb.
I always love the Kanye video with him and the paparazzi where it's like 3 to 4 a.m. in his house. And he's trying to get in his car, and the paparazzi's like, "Good morning, Kanye." Is like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, like, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
And everyone's like hating Kanye for it. But honestly, if it was 3 or 4 a.m. and I had some fucking jackwagon outside my house yelling at me, I don't care if he's trying to be nice. You're fucking harassing me while I don't even, it doesn't even matter what you're doing. Get the fuck away from my house.
Dude, after episode 2 of Regurgitated goes up, that's going to be us. Isn't that fucking crazy?
They're going to listen to the Apple Talk and immediately listening to diarrhea stories and flock.
I need to ask. Maybe I'm dumb, right? Maybe I'm stupid as shit. Is iTunes just not what anything's called anymore? Is it Apple Music and Apple Podcasts? Am I just old?
Well, no, iTunes doesn't really exist. The only reason why iTunes exists anymore is for people that like have already paid for iTunes in the past, like, so they can't just remove it from them. You either have an Apple Music subscription or that's linked to like Apple Podcasts.
Tell that to Google, because they took away Google Play, said they moved all my music to YouTube Music, but then when I go to YouTube Music, I can't listen to the downloaded music, like Kansas album that I have on my phone.
I couldn't tell you about Google.
Yeah, I did not know this. I was watching, I don't remember what I was watching, but they were like, you know, I might be old. I still call it iTunes. I'm like, is that a thing?
I don't think people get upset with you if you say iTunes. I think most people understand what you mean.
Yeah, we are old.
We're like 30, dude.
You know, Sean looked like he was like 8 years old until he was what, like 17, 18, 19?
Until I looked 30. That was the thing.
Yeah, exactly. So Sean is what, like 2 or 3 months older than I am?
I'm 27. November.
You're not 27. You're fucking lying ass bitch.
I turned 27 this year, in November.
Yeah. You lying ass bitch. You're 26.
From now.
26, bitch.
It's the same thing.
No, yeah. We're old. Zach, please just. I know we're not that much older than you, but
you're really not. You're really not that further away from me.
Enjoy it while you got it, bro. I'll tell you what. Do you see? I can't even get.
I'm already falling apart, dude. I just spent that week.
Please! I wanted to ask you
with my friends out here and then out in Vegas, and I'm already like, I've just been that cretin thing I talked about last time I was speaking to you is absolutely true. I'm just gross. I've been doing nothing but eating shit and drinking like 17 beers a day. Like, I'm not going to live I'm living my best life, but also not living my best life at the same time.
Give me the timeline of what I want to hear about Vegas, unless there's stories that you don't want to tell, but like give me the timeline of how everything happened, the blow and the hookers and the addiction.
So I met my coke dealer like 3 a.m. before my friend's flight got here. I would like to continue that bit, but my brain's blanking out.
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
It really wasn't like too crazy or debaucherous. I mean, you know, my friends came out here. I showed them, or I met them. I like introduced them to some of my friends out here. They hadn't been here before. Went out drinking, hung out in the fucking pool in my parents' house for a bit. Drove up to Vegas, took this girl that I'm seeing with me. We went to like a bunch of concerts. I drank a lot. And that's pretty much it. Like low sleep, just drinking, walking around Vegas, walking around downtown Phoenix, going to concerts. They all left, and then I took that girl to a Steely Dan concert to see the one and only Donald Fagen right afterwards. Brian, very cool.
Brian fucking loves Steely Dan. At least he loved
Steely Dan.
He only listened to Steely Dan in the car. He only listened to Steely Dan in the car. It's
That's
so
good car music.
Yeah.
That's good road music.
Yeah.
Well, the other two musicians I saw fucking Jack White in Phoenix, and then I saw Silk Sonic in Vegas. And then Steely Dan the day after that. So
you were
I
there
went
for
a bender.
You were there for I think we had talked about this. You'll notice, Zach, my memory is awful. I know we talked about this, and I don't remember what we talked about.
You were in New York too. You were in New York City too, apparently, which you have some strong opinions on, which we can get to in a moment. Yeah. But I mean, so like my first friend got here like Thursday night, and then my second friend Ethan, who if you're one of the two people that have ever watched anything I did before, you know who that is.
I'm one of them. I'm one of the two. Let's go.
Yeah. Or if you're a subscriber of the Great Isaiah on YouTube and you watch Halo Putt Buddies, you also know who Ethan is. Yeah. He came out here. Yeah. The guy. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. Okay. He came out here on Friday, and so again, it was just like, hey, go out. Like I know some friends that kind of run like a restaurant, and we went there and got some drinks and went out downtown and hung out here. Again, I was here for Friday, but like I had people in town, and then we just woke up the next day and drove to Vegas. So
that's sick. Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Vegas is a long drive, but it's also not. It's like it could be anywhere between 5 to 7 hours of a drive, depending on how much traffic there is. So it's like quite the commitment, but also very draining at the same time.
Yeah. So with that said, it takes about 2 hours to get to New York, which you like Vegas would be your conclusion.
I do like Vegas. I probably go there at least once a year these days. I might go again later this year because I have a bunch of rewards points I didn't use for this trip, and that's kind of an excuse to get my ass back up there.
One of the things that I want to see at Vegas, just to jump in, is
some fat titties, dude. Let's fucking
well,
go.
You can order like prostitution is legal there.
No, I was gonna say Penn and Teller.
That's trying to like advertise. Trying to advertise hookers, bro. That's fucking awesome.
Can we get sponsored by a brothel in Vegas, please?
Oh, I would love that.
You'd be like, they got the best whores. They got big booty Latinas. They got like skinny ass white bitches. Like, what are you into?
We're gonna get Bad Dragon in here. I have a shirt from Bad Dragon.
You do?
What is Bad Dragon?
Oh, please, Sean. Please talk about Bad Dragon.
Bad Dragon is a furry, scaly sex toy operation.
Oh, online. I do know. Okay, never mind. I do know about Bad Dragon. I do not own one, but I don't own one of the Bad Dragon brand. Yeah. I've seen some videos of some. You know how the Grinch's heart grew 3 times its size that day? I've seen some other parts of people grow 3 times its size.
I used to follow their Twitter, and actually, so I have a variety pack that they did. I think it was for charity. It might not have been for charity, but it was a variety pack of miniature versions of their most popular dildos. And I have a glow in the dark Chance the Stallion. No, they're all back at my parents' house. So you know what's so funny is that they don't.
Mom, did you move my Bad Dragon last time I was home?
They don't look like dildos, except for the horse cock. The other ones are like based off of fake.
I love the idea of someone listening to this has no clue what the fuck we're talking about. And it's like, what are they talking about? And they hear, no, it's not the horse cock, but it's something.
But because it's so small, it's not as dense. They couldn't make it as dense for the injection molding, so it's very rubbery. All of them. And one of the things that I just got used to is I would just pick one up and just like roll it around my hand. Because it's literally just silicone. It's just glow in the dark silicone. Sure. And I just roll it around in my hand. Ball. And like on more than one occasion, my mom would like come into my room and I'd have the lights off because I'd be playing a game or something.
Did you say glow in the dark cock?
Well, she'd be like, "What's glowing in your hand?" And I'm like, "Well, actually, this is Chance the Stallion. This is the horse cock."
You're just gonna start talking like it's a D&D character.
Bad Dragon.
Yeah, Bad Dragon.
Yeah, Bad Dragon.
My mom. So the shirt that I have is a dragon, a very muscular, masculine projecting dragon. Course. Where he's got his arms folded and whatever, and he's just got a little loincloth. And my mom loves the shirt. She thinks it's like the funniest. She thinks it's a joke. She doesn't realize like what it is.
Is it not like, a joke to you?
I mean, it is a joke, but sure. It is like a sex toy thing. And my mom just laughs at it. She's like, "Oh my god, I love that shirt. That's so funny." And I was like, "Yeah, she has
it's great. It's great.
no concept of like."
One day you will be found out.
Dude,
My son has a podcast. I'm listening.
which is like 79. Yeah, I guys ever been to I mean, I know Sean, you've told a story about you've been to a sex store, and I got to get that video to you, by the way. I still have not finished that
Being
video.
a sex store that weird? I've been to many sex stores.
I've been to a sex 2 times.
I've been to quite a few.
Never one actually, yeah, 2 times. 2 times. And I never bought anything of value. I bought like a straw that had a dick at the end. But that's it.
Oh, do you remember
a bumper sticker? I don't know.
Was it Banks? That was what we called him? That's what his name was, Banks?
Oh my god.
The penis lollipop.
Yeah.
We went into Spencer's and he just started shouting for a penis lollipop.
Yeah.
And I was just
dude,
bomb threat guy, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the same guy that put a bomb threat on his school because he didn't want to take a test or something like that. Yeah, good friends we make when in high school.
We didn't know friend is too strong of a word. We went to the mall once.
Associated.
Affiliated.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sean and him texted a lot actually, but it's whatever. They talked about how they were gonna do it, but like,
no, stop.
Dude, back to New York. I fucking hate New York. Okay, I get. So I visit Alexis in New Jersey, but I have to go through New York.
Where are you? If you don't mind doxing yourself.
I'm doxing myself.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a bit in my head, and I know I could have done it. I don't know why I didn't do it. I was just gonna say my full address just to you guys.
Just bleep it.
I could just bleep it. It would have been funnier. Or I could have made up an address and then left it in.
Yeah.
my address is literally Sean. Okay. All right.
It's gonna be bleeped.
Yeah. So I have to go through New York to get to New Jersey, and So what we normally do is I take a train to New Jersey. I take a train into the Grand Central, and then I walk 20 minutes to a PATH train, then head on to where she lives. So that is not how it went. Google Maps changed the location of where I wanted to go, which is great. Love Google Maps. Changed it 20 blocks further. So when I got Grand Central and said 40 minutes, I'm like, that's weird, but my memory's bad. So, it's probably just a me problem.
Maybe there's traffic on the sidewalk.
Yeah, right. I was like, I have a horrible memory. So I'm like, maybe I just misremembered. Maybe it is 40 minutes. So I get to walk in. It's not the right place. I walked 20 extra blocks. I walked 32 blocks in total. Hour and 9 minutes. Really, honestly, not that bad. Like, I'm fat, so I don't really walk that much. But
they used to live in cities.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I wasn't like fatigued by that at all, truthfully, because it's all flat. But I was just annoyed because her mom was waiting for me at the other side of the PATH train. But I'm walking around and I fucking hate it, dude. I just see people just like taking selfies in front of like not Times Square, but like the big billboards and shit. And I said
you just don't like tourism.
Almost exactly. I tell this story all the time, in the same way, but I just like a crotchety old man, like shaking my fist at like young kids that want to take a picture of New York because they're like, oh my god, fucking Pepsi advertisement behind me. I'm like, you stupid fucking kid.
I do like taking pictures of random shit. I'm not like super annoying with it. Like I don't stop everything to take a picture, but I want something to remember.
So I got
my. Oh yeah, go on.
I hate New York. The New York City. I hate New York City. I've been there 10, 15 times.
To say like homeless, dirty, expensive, traffic.
It stinks. Don't mind all that. Whatever.
He doesn't hate himself, dude.
Yeah, but your room stinks. Like, it's...
So that is actually, it really, really does. You should see my laundry.
No.
Point is, so I hate walking through New York. I had my mask on the entire time. I had my mask on for so long. Outside, normally people take their mask off when they walk outside. I left it on. Fuck New York. I don't know what's flying around in the air. So I had it on for so long, walking for so long. I got a sore on my ear. I can't even I can't go out anywhere because I can't wear a mask. It hurts.
I had a similar thing on last year when I flew out to BWI from Phoenix. They had the mask mandate thing on the planes too, which is fine and everything, except for, it takes like 2 to 3 hours to get through security, and then it was like a 6-hour flight, and so it's like I'm sitting there for like 9 hours with this shitty paper mask on my head, and I hate to be like, first of all, okay, I'm not an anti-masker at all, but like the air is being recycled, and you take your masks off to eat, and we're all handing each other trash to put in the bin. It's a little excessive, but regardless, I don't mind. You want to tell me to wear a mask on the plane? I'll wear a mask on the plane. It just fucking hurt my ears, and I my ear like hurt for like a week after. I don't want to be that bitch about it because I wear a mask.
I know. But if you're normally wearing a mask, you can complain about wearing a mask. But if you're an anti-masker, that's when you have a problem.
Well, to be honest with you, here in Arizona, they're not really wearing it anymore. So I'm kind of like.
But okay, so I'm walking through New York. I get a sore on my fucking ear. I see a bunch of these stupid fucking kids that just got to New York for the first time taking pictures. I've been to New York as a consumer, not as just like a passerby, 5 or so times. I've been in New York like 10 times. Mm-hmm. So I've walked in New York like 10 times. As a consumer, as someone who actually goes to the stores, browses and buys shit, I've been there maybe a few more than 5 times. Memory bad. Everything. I went to a game store. My favorite thing to do whenever I'm anywhere, go to a retro game shop and just pick out some shovelware. I don't know why. I just love doing it. I fucking love doing it. So I go to one in New York. I see a Pokemon Platinum, right? Great game. I bought one in Connecticut for $35. I want you guys to guess how much this Pokemon Platinum was in New York. Zach, go ahead. How much?
78.
Sean?
I was gonna say 75, somewhere around there.
$90 for this fucking Pokemon Platinum.
You did not, but you didn't actually pay that, right?
I did not buy it. No.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna buy that. I didn't buy anything there. Everything was overpriced. Even they had a Sega. What is it called? The Genesis Classic, which is a shitty version. You know how the
what if that's like a tax thing too, where they need to like leverage their money
because
with
everything.
That. Like when my friends from Virginia are out here, they were like, "Man, alcohol is so fucking cheap. Like alcohol costs like 30% less out here, and that's like for sure like a government thing."
Yeah, I don't know, and I know because New York is very expensive, they gotta get the money flowing in, and I get that.
Sure,
I'm not going to be spending $90 in Pokemon Platinum. They had a you know how the Nintendo has the NES and SNES Classic? You can play all the retro games on the little mini version.
Yeah.
So Sega made a Genesis Classic that was trash. Apparently, they had it for like 70. I think it was like $69.99. That thing at launch was 30, and nobody fucking bought it. I'm like, no, I'm not buying anything here, and I didn't. There's a few stores that I would go into New York in New York and actually enjoy. There's an anime manga kind of fun little store.
The Lego store.
The Lego store is good, but also very consumer, and I don't like it.
I just want to eat food. I just want to eat dope ass food the whole time.
Some of the food is
really what I want.
You got to pick your spots though, because I've been to many places that are good and worth the price. I've been to many places that are bad and not worth the price.
I feel like though I got to go to New York with the expectation of like, yes, I am going to overpay for shit, but it is for the experience.
There's a place in New York called That Hummus Place. I would recommend that hands down. Like
you have to have full wallet.
I had a conversation, I think an hour-long conversation with someone last night about Mediterranean food. Fucking love it. One of the Mediterranean and Middle Eastern food are some of the most like underrated food cultures on the planet. More people need to check out your local like Middle Eastern and Mediterranean food spots.
Dude. Okay. So some very good food in New York. And I used to go with my aunt when I was like in high school, and she knew the places that were good and worth the money. Whenever I go now, I just go with a bunch of people that don't know what the fuck they're doing, honestly. So like we kind of just browse around. There's one store, there's a little manga / cafe store. And it's awesome. You can go in there. We went in there, Sean, were you there when we went there?
I think I was there. Yeah, that was when the bird shit on me. I was fucking angry.
Yeah. And you had your fucking Chipotle. Yeah. Really great place. You can just sit down. There were a bunch of fucking weebs playing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate on the handheld Switch handheld mode. It was awesome. That stuff really cool. Everything else bothers me. I don't like the fucking I hate New York. I really don't like New York.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I said my biggest problem is that I just make eye contact with everyone. So like even the scammers that are like, "Hey, you want to buy this watch?" I'll just look at them and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I wasn't supposed to actually look at this fucker."
Yeah. So
just imagining a guy with a strap, just some big buffed like gangster looking dude with a strap, and you're just like staring at him on the subway for a little too long.
Because if someone makes a noise, I look. I'm like, I don't know if that's like ADD or stupidity, but like I just my head just goes.
Alexis gets really mad at me when I say no thank you to walking through New York, because she's originally from Staten Island, so she gets the vibe. Like, you don't really even want to talk to them.
Yeah,
I've gone to the point where I just put in some fucking Apple headphones and I just walk, and I don't like look at anybody. Even if I hear someone talking to me, I just go forward like I don't even hear them. That's just the easiest way to go about it.
Going back to like the food in New York, though, one of my favorite things to like look at online is like New Yorkers that think that like everything is unique to them. Like, you don't have the fucking bodega back at home. It's like what, a grocery store?
Yeah,
I don't have a fucking corner shop where I live. Okay, they don't make the fucking. I don't know. I don't want to say chopped cheese like every fucking New York corner store bodega is making chopped cheese, but you get the picture. Yeah. And then the fucking dollar slices. And there's a whole hullabaloo. A whole lot of hubbub going on.
Isn't that from fucking Pooh Bear? Or not? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh or something?
I hate cancel culture. Let's start hullabaloo. Let's start fucking dirty gabubba hubbabaloo. Hashtag dirty gabubba hubbabaloo.
That's for the next. We got to name the episode. That's awesome. We got it.
What was I going to say?
That's a cute ass cat, bro. That's a fucking cute cat. Sorry, go ahead.
The dollar slice shops have forever in New York City been selling okay ass pizza slices for $1, like forever. Except for recently, I think they kind of upped it to like $1.20 or something, and people freaked the fuck out.
Yeah,
like people couldn't handle this idea that like in 2022, $1 for a slice of pizza is no longer viable, and shit the bed on Twitter. But as someone outside of it, it's very funny to watch people be like, I can't afford pizza anymore because it's $1.25. Like, I don't know, just from an outsider's perspective, it's like, I don't know, maybe go fuck yourself.
It's pretty goofy. I mean, I always say that I
flood New York again.
Go ahead. What is that?
We should flood New York again.
Who flooded New York?
Publicly threatening.
Like recently, like in the last year, that you're talking about
hurricane?
that?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, Ty, our good friend Ty, who you know of. Yeah, the guy who works for Spike Lee and everything. He was living in New York City. He goes back and forth between living in New York City and New Jersey. He was in New York City while those floods were happening, though, and I hadn't talked to him in a while, and I was like, I had to reach out to him to be like, "Are you fucking okay, dude?"
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I thought you were talking about the.
I bet for a whole week it didn't smell like piss.
No, there's probably smell worse. It smelled like wet
they
piss.
Probably just could have thrown soap into that. Just for a little.
What do you smell? Dry piss.
I was gonna say that's probably worse. Yeah, and I saw
fuck New York.
Fuck New York. I always say fuck New York, and I get corrected, and they're like fuck New York City, and I'm like, okay, but like who the fuck? Where else are you going other than New York City and Staten Island? And I also hate Staten Island. Now, to pivot, actually, before I get to that...
See you also hating like a buffalo or Ithaca or some shit, too.
No, just the animal, the buffalo. I fucking hate it. But that was a stupid joke. Cut that. It's me.
You're the one responsible for cutting that.
I know, I'm cutting it. I'm cutting that. That was a horrible joke.
I think you should zoom in and emphasize it or put a laugh track over it or something.
So, I do you hear that? So Sean has a soundboard, and it sounds awful.
I also have a soundboard.
It sounds awful through Discord. Sean sounds awful through Discord. I don't know what he did wrong. It sounds so bad. It's
because I bumped it. I could just go in and change the volume.
You got SoundPad, Zach? Is that what you got?
No, I actually set this up to talk to my friends on Xbox, and I got to be really careful because a lot of these are like copyrighted sounds. But give me 1 second to switch my Discord input over. Hold on.
Yeah. Dude, cut that.
Like, if I set this to like this, you'll like this.
It sounds better. It still sounds pretty blown out, though.
But yeah.
Let's see. Can
Evan's laugh is so fucking funny, though.
Sir, your wife is up in the air.
That sounds so much better than... I don't know what you did wrong, Sean.
What's funny with this is I usually can hear it. I don't know why I can't hear it.
I can hear it. We heard that.
I know
Yeah.
you can hear it.
What do you use? Voice something? What is it called?
Voice meter is
Voice
the
meter.
like audio mixer, and then XP soundboard is the
Voice meter banana?
I don't know what the fuck. Banana.
I think that's what it's called, right? I think that's like the light version is voice meter banana.
And dude, Ben just pulls out random dumbass shit.
Yeah, I
You
just want to
gotta
sound
say that.
smart.
I don't know why I can't hear it. Usually I can hear it because I like to time these sounds up.
Yeah, we can definitely hear it. It sounds beautiful. It sounds actually wonderful compared to Sean's fucking Evan laugh. That sounds like garbage, bro.
Hey, maybe
Have you thought about Sonic's stinky feet? I mean, can you imagine how bad they stink after he's
Wait.
been running around all day?
I saw this meme recently.
There's like a pay money Wubby live stream.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I saw that recently, like in a tweet or something. Did you see this? All right, you guys mess with your soundboard, and then I'll get back to the topics. I don't mind. Play some funny shit. Play some funny shit because honestly, we need content. So I mean, like, I'm down to play whatever you want to play.
Hold on.
Wake up. You gotta wake up, please.
Let's do the TV to hit the Pentagon! Hit the fucking Pentagon!
But I feel like it almost feels like a fucking Gmod lobby. You know what I mean? Like just like the
Yeah.
mic spam.
Hold on. Someone's at my door, dude. Like,
Nothing
I
playing.
can't hear. I can't hear shit.
you can't.
It's playing.
Nothing is playing at
I don't know
all.
why my soundboard isn't playing for me.
Nothing's playing,
Hold on.
Sean.
Hold on,
You
dude.
said someone's at my door just because completely silent.
Hold on, someone's at my door.
Hold on. Someone's at my door, dude. You heard that, dude?
No. I don't know if I don't know if this is a bit that I'm missing.
Wait, why is it not playing? It's playing. It looks like. Hold on. Let me see.
People are tuning in by the.
What is that?
Oh, hold on. I bumped it all the way up to 98. Let's see, 98.
What
It's
the
just, it's said Gary Q AK-47 loop.
Oh, it does not sound like that Gary Q at all. The one and only.
I'm taking this shit off. I can't fucking.
Oh, did you see? Wait, I'm not done with Sonic. It ain't happening today. I ain't losing that thought. So
Penis.
I was walking through. What was I doing? I was walking through New York, and I'm walking by this subway and exit or entrance, whatever. And there's just a bag of garbage 6 feet away. Very New York. And I see this fucking rat that's the size of a fucking raccoon just jolt into it. And this family next to me,
Not cute.
his family next to me is just yelling about it. They're like, yo, you see that rat? And I said, no, I saw the rat. I saw the rat. I fucking hate this place. It was abysmal. I hate New York. And Staten Island's even worse. They're all like, so Staten Island
What the
apparently
fuck is there in Staten Island? I've always heard about
mall.
Staten Island in it.
a mall in Vinny from Jersey Shore.
You good, Sean?
That sounded much better.
Thank
much
you.
better.
It's very
Yeah.
loud, but
Yeah.
it did sound better. Yeah.
So Staten Island Mall is a place where a bunch of high schoolers in that age dress
drugs.
really cringe, like very like like a chain, like just a straight black t-shirt with their muscles showing. It just really cringe shit that I feel like is really outdated. And they just
Vampires,
take
yeah.
selfies of like fucking hedges.
You just hate people taking selfies.
Dude, it's like it's an unrealistic thing that it's irrational to hate it as much as I do. I don't know why I
I gotta
hate
get
it.
you a selfie stick for Christmas.
I feel like I'm just bitter because I have nothing in my life that is
that's satisfying. That's
satisfying, but
satisfying.
entertaining. Like there's nothing in my life. Like, hey, I'm playing
Yeah, get you a
Luigi's
good
Mansion.
ball in a cup.
Yeah, dude.
A ball in a cup. That's true, actually. I also just hate like social anything. So that'll do it to me. I wanted to ask Zach, what is your go-to drink? Doesn't even have to be a beer. What is your go-to drink?
Like alcoholic beverage?
Yeah,
Gin and tonic. I'm a gin
Ryan
guy.
loves our buddy Brian, I hope that he hops on here at some point because he is awesome and he's very good.
It's not my favorite drink. Like I've had better drinks, but like I know everywhere has a gin and tonic. I know I like gin. It's a good starter drink that I know typically isn't too expensive while I review the menu. But I have a really nice gin. I spent some money on a good gin that
Top
I keep
shelf
at
gin?
home.
Yeah.
Well, not top shelf, but
Mid-shelf?
like some for my price range, what I'm willing to spend on alcohol. Top.
Yeah, the
shelf.
BJ's variety pack of gin.
No,
Well, dude, I remember when I was younger, I used to buy those fucking $20 handles of vodka and like a Fleischmann's or something and
the
work with that.
Kraken rum for like
The-
$20, and it's like the size of your head.
Yeah, the big fucking plastic jug of just like rubbing alcohol vodka that we used to buy when I was younger. No. I got like a really nice bottle of gin, and when I'm at home, I'll make like little gin and tonics. But that red Solo Cup, this is just fucking. Thanks to shout out again to good friend Ethan for buying a 24 pack of Bud Light seltzers and then drinking 2 of them and leaving the rest at my house. I would not buy that on my own.
Have you made the mistake of the Bud Light flannel seltzers from fall?
I didn't hate them when I had them.
They're awful.
Seltzers.
I didn't hate them.
It's like they had like it was like toasted marshmallow. It was apple pie. It was garbage. It was terrible. The apple pie.
What does that mean? Is that a good or bad reaction?
I like apple pie.
Apple pie is good.
You said toasted marshmallow. I was like, toasted marshmallow hard seltzer. What the fuck? And you said apple pie, and then you were speaking my language.
No, okay. I had
maple, it was like maple pecan or something.
Yeah, I had it expecting to hate it because Sean said he hated it. I didn't hate it.
It was terrible, and Ben doesn't even scrape his tongue. That's why he's not gonna like.
What the fuck is that roast? You little bitch! You little fucking! You gotta have a beard to look like a fucking 20-year-old. You little bitch! Shut the fuck up, dude.
I like beer.
I don't like beer. I hate alcohol.
For some reason, I know a lot of people that hate beer.
Ben's actually an alcoholic. He drinks the peanut butter. What do you call it?
Peanut butter whiskey. I had that for a while, and then I got really bad stomach pains.
Yeah.
Screwball, yeah. I got really bad stomach pains, and I stopped drinking it. I can't do alcohol. I'm very stupid.
I don't drink that much these days.
I do
a lot more recently because of my trip and everything.
I don't drink.
Joe might have.
Joe might join. You're gonna love Joe, or you might hate him. He's kind of obnoxious, but he's obnoxious in the best way.
You are either gonna love Joe or you're gonna. It's okay if you don't like.
Yeah,
Joe.
but I just to finish this topic up. I don't like beer. Sean, you like IPAs, don't you?
Yeah. What did I just have? I just had Petal Prophecy Honey IPA.
That sounds like the things that like Hillary Clinton drinks with babies in them or whatever.
Well, Hillary Clinton doesn't drink water. Did you know about that?
No,
dude.
what?
Cedar Rapids. What did she say? You're right.
Very, very funny article. There's a hilarious article, and again, I hate that.
He just drinks hot sauce
stuff. Yeah, she carries hot sauce around in her purse. But no, remember that time during her campaign where she kept collapsing and having those health issues? Mm-hmm. A lot of it was because she refuses to drink water. She only drinks like sodas, juices, milk, stuff like that. She does not drink water. And I swear to God, you can fact check this. Her own campaign were putting out statements about this because at the time Donald Trump was like, she's not healthy, blah, blah, blah.
That isn't healthy.
one of her Secret Service members was like, he has a quote where it's like, you try getting Hillary Clinton to drink water as a response to getting questioned as to why she's not drinking water.
Is it out of fear of being poisoned? Like possibly?
My mom. No,
I don't know. I don't know why
she could have rabies. She could have like a prolonged rabies.
I think she just doesn't. I think she thinks it's boring or something, but I don't know.
Boring. My sister doesn't drink water because it's boring. I think that's fucking weird.
The old CEO of not Wegmans. What's it called? Whole Foods. Says he doesn't drink plain water. He doesn't have water. Like he gets most of his water from his juiced fruits and stuff, like his fruits and veggies and stuff. He's like, oh yeah, I eat plenty of like.
If you eat like nothing but cucumbers and watermelon, you'd be okay. But
you'd have to eat a lot.
Give me your most base takes. What is the best water, bottled water?
See, I hate this conversation because like the girl that I'm seeing, you have a name. You'd probably watching this if Megan's watching this, she'll know she has the fucking water game on lock, and I trust her opinion. I don't give a shit. I drink the clear shit that gets me hydrated. I really don't give a
So
shit.
you don't have a
boring,
preference.
sure, but I don't give a fuck. Look, some waters I taste and I'm like, that tastes weird. And I will say the tap water in Phoenix sucks. Don't look at your water reports if you live in Phoenix. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, and you drink tap water, and you want to keep drinking tap water, just don't look at the reports of what's in your water.
Yeah.
I'll spare you the knowledge, but just don't look it up. Because it's more than just some microbes or whatever. It's fucking there's weird shit getting through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like water.
I don't.
Yeah, we heard.
That was a bit, but what did you say, Sean?
I said I could hear your ear flapping when you did
Mhm.
that. Just so you know, you're gonna.
My
You're
ear
very
flapping. I have eczema. That's just unrelated. I just wanted to let you guys know.
I was gonna say eczema doesn't make your ear.
So the base water, Poland Spring, no question. Just period. End of
I don't
story.
drink
I heard
bottled
like
water.
Evian is
I've
supposed
never
to be
had
like
that,
the
so
best
it might
or something.
It might be.
I don't know.
I don't drink bottled water. I use a Brita filter and then fill a giant ass.
You
water
fucking
bottle.
vegan, dude. Who the fuck do you think you are? You think you're better than me because you're not drinking bottled water, you little pussy, you little pussy ass bitch, dude. You gotta
Honestly, the amount of people I know that buy bottled waters, drink half of it, and then fucking never touch it again is absurd to me. I'll buy a bottle of water if I do buy a bottle of water, which I don't do a whole lot, and then I'll use the bottle for like a fucking week. Dude,
Yeah.
I bought this bottle like a week or two ago, and I
Poland
keep
Spring.
washing it and refilling it. Is it?
The
I don't
Poland
fucking
Spring
know. I
bottle,
bought
yeah.
this at a gas station in between Las Vegas and Arizona.
There's two things
In a
Ben's
drug
simp
field,
for.
in a drug-fueled stumber, I walked into a gas station and pulled out this fucking random water bottle, and I've been drinking out of it for a fucking
dude, I mean,
week.
I don't normally, if I'm out, obviously, and I want, because soda doesn't really get me off like it used to. I'm kind of just very water
My
or iced
rocks
tea.
off.
Yeah, it doesn't get my rocks off. So I'm like a
My
water
family
iced tea.
drinks so much soda, it concerns me. But I kind of
That's cavities. That's mad cavities.
I don't want to get into roasting my family, but like I've seen certain members of my family pour 3 cans of soda in the one large cup and then do it again later in the day.
Oh, I have a story for that. But I'm not like at this point. I like have a Coke because it's easy, and then I'll snort some, and that's all I need.
I do that for real. I know you're joking, but
Yeah, snort Coke or snort like the drink. Anyway, so so
Have you met?
yeah, right.
Can you hook me up? Because I need an East Coast contact now.
Did I need a with a key
Can we
bump? What is
please
it called?
can we just make this like a drug dealing network podcast?
Yeah, we only like deal while like on this call, and then I'll just like give you drywall, but you can't be mad at me until the next podcast. That would be
We are
great.
sponsored by the Whores of Las Vegas, and it's about like networking with drug dealers in different cities.
That's awesome. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I can make the title Zach does coke on camera, but you have to just pretend to do it, and then we get views. You see what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean,
pretend to do.
Pretend to do it. Yeah.
I'm an open book. I mean, you know, I'm not afraid to say what I've done, but also I do have a genuine job where people know what I look like, and I don't know about like putting that on camera.
Just
for
doing
the
a key bump in the
foreseeable future.
I can do. I'll fake snort something. What can I fake snort? If I'm faking it, then I don't gotta do anything.
You should fake
cack.
snort six Benadryl.
I was thinking it would be a funny bit if I like cut up the coke with my credit card and I just actually show my entire credit card number.
That would be very funny.
Your
You should
funny
do it.
bit ideas
It's
is
just like lose all
getting
my
yourself
money.
in danger.
That would be a funny bit. Like if I cut up my drugs with my social security card. If I just rolled. I don't know. I shouldn't mess up.
Smoking a blunt with your birth certificate.
Yeah. Was there any topic that we left unfinished? Because my brain I've been very scattered brain lately. I don't know what the fuck the deal is.
Again, like you took a trip to New York. I took my fucking bender in Vegas, and this guy went on a bad dragon binge by his lonesome, waiting for us. So we're all a bit scatterbrained and walking cattywampus. So
So Zach, I'm fucked up. Okay, like I have really bad memory. I think I have ADHD, but I've never been tested for it.
Pretty sure, yeah.
And I think we talked about that. And I have GERD, but I think there's more than GERD because my stomach has been continuously hungry, no matter how much I eat. Like I ate 2 big ass sandwiches and I was full for like 20 minutes, and now I'm hungry again. I'm hungry now. Don't know what the fuck the issue is.
I hate to give this advice because I feel like for certain people it's a slippery slope into a genuine eating disorder.
Yeah.
But I have a similar thing with you where like when I eat a lot, like I'm currently in that state right now because again I just was out eating with my friends a whole bunch and I was eating a bunch of ridiculous stuff. And now that I'm gone, like they're all gone and I'm on my lonesome, I'm still like eating McDonald's and like just a bunch of random shit all the time when I can't stop. But I've been that way before. And honestly, what I kind of need to do to get myself out of it is to take like 2 days to like barely eat. Right. To take 2 days to where it's like I'm pretty much just not eating anything. And if I'm eating something, it's like I have a cup of coffee and like some carrots or some fucking cucumbers or something. And like that's it for the day. Please, that's not medical advice. Please, for the love of God, I don't want to be responsible for someone's anorexia. Yeah. But like, you know, what that does for me is it like resets my stomach. Like my stomach shrinks or whatever the fuck, or it just becomes used to that amount of food. So like subsequently I'm eating a normal volume of food and it feels right again. I just notice if I'm eating large quantities and volume of food, like more so than usual on a consistent basis, it is incredibly hard to work myself back from that unless I take it to the extreme.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
Just stop being fat.
I think I think the I tried to talk with one of my former manager today on a call, and I have protein shakes every day, and I don't know if I
out?
No. I mean, yeah. You see this shit, dude? You see this shit right now? No. I have it. I have it. I have it for just for like breakfast.
What do you put in when you say protein shake? Do you mean protein powder or do you mean
protein powder? One banana and then frozen fruit if I have it. We don't have frozen fruit in the house right now, so I've been doing like 2 bananas, and I think that's been fucking up my stomach real bad.
I thought bananas are supposed to be exceptionally good for your stomach.
I think that's what I thought until it might just be coincidental.
You could have an issue with because doesn't you get your fucking protein powder from Adam, right?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking there might be gluten in it, and I have some sort of gluten issue that I didn't know about until now.
I also am suspicious I have a gluten issue, but I don't want to be one of those fuckers that's like, I have celiac, I want to eat gluten-free without going to a medical professional and getting genuinely diagnosed with something. Yeah. But I have a suspicion. I could go deeper into that, but I don't know if people are fucking interested in my... I have a really interesting stomach situation, not only because of that, but getting my intestines chiseled apart from each other. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fucked up. My stomach has just been an issue recently, and I think it's actually like affecting mental health and stuff because I was really burnt out at work, like last week and the week before, really burnt out. Like I didn't want to. I used to.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just. I could imagine if you're uncomfortable, like with the GERD and stuff.
Yeah.
That also is. Like
I've never heard of that before.
Gastroenterological.
He's making shit up. He's probably right, but I want to say he's making shit up because it's funny.
It's basically your stomach. So you have your mouth and then your esophagus and then your stomach down here, and there's a little
I hope so.
There's a little valve that's supposed to close completely, almost I think it's called a sphincter. The people with GERD, it stays open. And so the stomach acid splashes out and burns your esophagus.
It's like some kind of weird reverse sleep apnea, but for food.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know.
Sleep apnea is where like your tongue falls back on your like esophagus as you're trying to breathe during your sleep, and it causes snoring and all sorts of health issues. I'm saying it's something getting left open causing food issues.
Gastroesophageal, not enteritis. Esophageal reflux disease. Esophagus.
So basically, I mean, long story.
You got a bad throat hole, dude?
Well, no. Yeah. Well, I guess I got a bad sphincter in my fucking mouth. But my long story short, my stomach hurts all the time. Like pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
I can't go to bed without taking a Pepsid. I used to be on pills, but the pills that I take, they say not to go off of them at all, not even for a day. And I went off of them for 2 weeks, and they didn't have the effect that they had for the first month I had them. And they did not work like they were supposed to. My mom said that I should stop. Because she's a medical professional. She said I should hop off of them for like 3 months, see if my immunity to them it goes away. We'll see if that happens. But it really, I think it had a big effect on my mental health, and at this point, it's having a really bad effect on my patience. Like I can't be fucked to do anything for anyone at this point.
Yeah,
like it's real bad.
I get that way when I have like, or when I was having like a bad asthma flare. Like, you remember like a couple months ago? Like I even went to the hospital because I had like a weird asthma flare thing. And it's like, if you're at all discomforted, like whether it's breathing or your stomach hurts or something, it's just like anyone could say something dumb as shit, and you're like, get the fuck out of here.
I
Like,
know.
Can we just say that the Regurgitated podcast wants to normalize tummy issues in
Tummy
adults?
issues. I still love the tummy, dude. I love it. He
I
called
did
it
some of my
belly in the
favorite people
tummy.
watching the last episode.
Yeah.
Get in my fucking tummy, dude. Get this
Get
little
my
Clementine
fucking
bitches
belly,
get all
dude.
up
Yeah.
in my fucking belly, dude.
This is so
but,
good.
Hashtag normalize tummy issues, please.
Truly.
I know most people, like not most people, but I know I go through my life and no one talks about like digestive or intestinal issues at all. Like it's like never in social media do people talking about it. Never is a thing on TV. Never is like
Because it's
really
boring, right? I mean,
anything.
No,
I
I think
know,
it's
but I
people
hear
are
people
worried
talk
or
about
gross.
other medical issues. But I swear to fucking God, half the people, if not more than half the people I know, have some kind of issues where just like they have IBS or some foods just don't work with their fucking stomach, or people like me that had like, I don't really have a super messed up stomach. I just have an insane amount of bloating paired with, again, like my intestines getting chopped up. But like, I just, like, most people I know have some weird shit going on with their tummy.
Yeah. It's true. We normalize tummy issues.
I want to
dude.
see it in. I want to see it in media. I want to see more tummy issue representation in film and video games.
When I upload the video to YouTube, you know how you can like put a fucking hashtag in the thing, and you can actually like search up hashtag whatever, and it'll bring it up like it's a normal social media.
Hashtag normalize tummy issues, and also try to figure out how to spell blumble lumble lumble lumble, whatever the fuck I said earlier.
Go ahead.
Whatever I fucking said earlier in the episode, you'll find it when you're the hullabaloo. Grubbalubba hubbaloo. Yeah. And people will definitely search for that. It'll be great for SEO.
Yeah.
There's a niche that's untapped in the Grubbalubba hullabaloo movement, and then in the normalized tummy issues. People are definitely searching for these terms.
Yes, dude. That's
last episode was like you got Halo Infinite for SEO, you got apples for SEO. This time you really got fucking jack shit, bitch. Good luck finding us.
Yeah, fucking grubbalubba hubbaloo. I can't even say it. That's how difficult it. I
think you literally said it.
No, I know. Anyway, yeah. So, but it's really fucking annoying. Currently, my stomach issues, and it's like they're fairly minor, so it makes me feel bad for complaining about them. But the truth is, it's like
it's not minor, dude.
It
they
does
put you on
suck.
medications. Yeah, it's okay.
Don't fucking. I hate when you do that, dude. Don't fucking patronize me. It's okay, retard. Shut up. Don't fucking do that, you little bitch. Go ahead, Zach.
Let's explore that. Why did you get upset about that? Let's explore that.
Go ahead, Zach.
Defensive. Well, I was just gonna say that, like, I don't know. I feel like people don't think about how they eat like affects them as much as it does. And I'm certainly like, I've been eating like shit recently too, and I just cannot. I do not have the energy to work or do like anything right now. But like throughout my life, with experiences with either things that are prescribed to me or things that are not prescribed to me, you realize how quickly some little thing can vastly alter like your like experience you're like dealing with right now. And I just feel like food has such an important impact as to how you feel, how you think, how you move. And this isn't even some weird like bullshit health thing as to like to be eating better, but like aside from just weight loss or living longer or whatever too, I just fucking like I can think right when I'm eating right. Like I just genuinely, I'm like a better person when I'm not like subscribed to the McDonald's drive-through.
Right.
There's certain times where the McDonald's up my road like knows my name. Like there's a high turnover, so like there's a lot of people like change in there. And like when I go off of it for a while and I start coming back, they don't know me. But like there's certain times in my life where like the McDonald's employees know me a little too well. And
what's your go-to order?
Do a medium 10-piece nugget meal with sweet and sour sauce and either you're gonna hate me for this, a Diet Coke or a Sprite.
Oh, I fucking hate Diet Coke.
and then you add a cheeseburger with no onions, or if you're feeling real hungry, or a McDouble with no onions, or if you're exceptionally hungry, you can do a quarter pounder, but that's so rare. Yeah. Do you want to get into Diet Coke? Because
I fucking hate Diet Coke. I hate Diet Coke. It tastes like fucking chemicals to me. But I want to tell you my order. Do you know what do you know what to make?
All chemicals, brother.
Hey, listen, brother. It doesn't taste like chemicals. Okay, Zach. Do you know what a McGangbang is?
Do you know what a McGangbang is?
You do.
I do.
That's fucking awesome because
it was an old Urban Dictionary term that circulated on the internet when I was younger. But yeah.
Yeah. So they know
fucking Gen Z over here.
Went Gen Z, bro. You and I are millennials. You and I are fucking dude. It's fucking those dirty millennials. But I went to a McDonald's one time. Really cool story. Unrelated. I always go. I get a McDouble McChicken and in a medium vanilla smoothie. Make a McGangbang with a vanilla smoothie. Mm-hmm. Great time. I went there one time and I accidentally said, "Can I get a McDouble and a McGangbang?" And then they were like, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. Can I get a McDouble and a McChicken?" And they were like, "Do you want a McGangbang?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want a McGangbang."
I think you got lucky. I think you got lucky with a really cool McDonald's employee. I don't think we should be recommending people to pull up to their local drive-thru.
I wouldn't.
Or do it or send video. I don't fucking care. Yeah. I used to work at McDonald's. I think it's funny.
Well, they gave me a McGang. They only charged me for a McDouble, which was first of all awesome, and a smoothie, or the shake. But they made it better than I've ever made a McGangbang in my life because they prepared it from ground up as a McGangbang.
From ground zero.
Actually, I want to interject here with something too. So they made you your custom sandwich to order.
Yeah.
So, do you guys remember last year, if not early this year, when McDonald's introduced their menu items?
I do. I never did anything with it though.
So, McDonald's came out with.
He'll just start playing fucking. It's ADHD, dude. He'll just start playing guitar. Just try to ignore it.
I got my guitar back there too. I'm not gonna pull it out.
If you ever want to pull out the guitar,
just do dueling guitars.
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm not good.
I'm not good at it. I was in a band in high school, and I got kind of okay at the guitar for a minute, and then I fell off of it.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. But so McDonald's came out with their menu items. Their advertising was impeccable. You want some fucking nuggets on your burger? We'll put some fucking nuggets on your burger. Surf and turf. Not that I would like I don't even like seafood that much to begin with. You put McDonald's seafood, I'm like, but either way, like, man, you want your fucking Filet-O-Fish on your fucking Big Mac? We'll put your fucking Filet-O-Fish in. Like, their advertising made it these big amalgamation Frankenstein things, big banners everywhere. I get the McDonald's app. Yeah, I'm that loyal, and they start sending me notifications. Check out our menu hack items. Check out your menu hack items. I go, I gotta check this shit out. They're putting fucking McNuggets in the McDoubles now. I drive all the way down to my local McDonald's.
Well, they don't accept it. I already know where this is going. They don't accept it.
No. Quite the contrary. So I pull up to the drive-thru, and I think the one with the chicken nuggets and the burger, I want to say maybe it was called the McCrispy. I don't fucking remember. Someone can fact check me on that. But for the sake of argument, it's called the McCrispy. I pull up to the drive-thru. I say, "Excuse me, I would like one McCrispy, please." And they say, "What kind of sauce do you want?" And I say, "I'll have some barbecue sauce." But I see it on the menu. It says McDouble with like 4-piece chicken nuggets. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just not programmed in their system the right way or something. I pull forward, I pay for it, they hand me my items. And I'm in my car and I open it up and it's not assembled. It's just a McDouble and a 4-piece chicken nuggets. And I alone in my car opened up the McDouble and put the nuggets. It was the saddest moment of my life.
Yeah,
I guess like that was like the thing of like that's the thing of. Go ahead.
No,
he's just talking about ass. He's just talking about ass. You can go ahead.
I was gonna say I put French fries on my burgers all the time.
That's fine, and it's like I get it. That's the menu hack. Is like you always had that option to like put the shit on there, and that's why they're doing it. But when you advertise this image of the burger with the nuggets on it, and I pull up to your drive-thru and I order that menu item, and now I'm just an adult man alone in his car, fucking spilling sauce and putting the fucking nuggets on the burger. Yeah. Made me feel like shit. Yeah. Also, you guys are on the East Coast. We have In-N-Out out here.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Your address is 1203 Negra Aurora Lane,
Yeah, right.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Right, right.
Yeah, so In-N-Outs out here do this thing where you can either ask for it in a bag like a normal person, or if you're eating it in your car, they'll ask you, are you eating this in your car? And they'll give you a little tray to eat it in your car, which sounds nice. And certainly if you're with more people or you just get a burger, it's fine. And look, I'm a fucking, like, I eat like a fat ass, and I certainly, I'm not in my best shape right now, but I used to be like significantly heavier than what I was, and then I got in shape, and now I'm kind of in between. But like during that time when I would eat such garbage, I would go to In-N-Out, and I would forget about this. It'd be like midnight, one of the few places in this area that are open that late, and I'll be like, yeah, can I get like a McDouble and like one thing of animal style fries and a chocolate milkshake, and then like fuck it, another cheeseburger. I would just add, it was just a ridiculous order. And then they'd say, do you want to eat this in your car? And I would say, and at first I was like, yeah.
Yeah, fuck
and then
yeah.
I pull up to the drive-through, and it's just me, and they're handing me like 3 burgers
just like
and
a bunch of shit.
milkshake. And it's like, this is for you and they'd ask again, like, you're eating this in your car, right? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And then I learned very quickly to stop. Even now, if it's just like a really small order, I'm not telling them I'm eating it in my car.
Yeah.
There's no reason to give that.
Yeah, but they'll watch you. You'll go around the building, and they'll look. You'll pull into a parking space, and you're like, "This fucking idiot."
Just ask me, do you want a tray? If you ask me, do you want a tray? I'd be like, yeah, maybe I do want a tray, but I don't want to fucking.
Yeah.
Listen, I will
tell you
always
I'm
take a
eating
free
this in my
tray.
car. Yeah, I don't want to admit that I'm fat. Something I like eating in my car for some reason. It's whatever. I guess it's just like traveling back home. It's a part of my outing or something.
No, it feels good.
But, like-
Yeah, I
but, like,
had
this-
Burger King on the way home today, and I sat in my car.
Yeah.
There's something sad about like telling another adult I'm about to eat this in my car.
I don't feel that way.
Oh yeah, brother, you gotta get on the bandwagon of not giving a fuck, dude.
I don't be the
Fuck about
case.
some things, but ordering like 3 cheeseburgers and telling a man you're about to eat it in your car.
That is
Is a
objectively funny. I don't know about
Yeah.
sad. I the other day I went alone to McDonald's. I got my normal thing. And I literally went "Troop," and I just parked right there, right in front of the window. I didn't give a shit at all, which is objectively funny because I have gained a lot of weight and I got fat titties. And I'm sure this man was like, this poor son of a bitch. But I don't care. That's fucking hilarious to me.
My man got out of breath reaching for the bag.
I was like, thank you, sir. No, but don't fucking laugh at your own joke that much, you fucking idiot, dude. You're so fucking stupid. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say it, and I mean it. I think McDonald's is the best fast food, not on a scale of flavor.
No, Chipotle has to be the best fast.
Get the fuck out of my life, you little bitch! I hate fucking Chipotle. I've had it once.
Wrong with you?
Me
You
or him?
actually hate Chipotle?
Mostly the guy who said Chipotle is their favorite fast food. Here's the thing: I gotta
We
Jesus
started
Christ.
our friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend.
So I gotta find you a picture because I'm a lifelong McDonald's fan. By the way, I'll put an asterisk to this by saying, like, if I'm being genuinely serious, McDonald's is not my favorite fast food, but I'm a lifelong fan. There's a ridiculous photo of me where I got 2 like vintage. As a kid, I got 2 vintage McDonald's like action figures that are in like mint condition.
Yeah.
That I got for Christmas, and I have these like flame pants. I have this long, ridiculous haircut, and I have this McDonald's T-shirt that says "Billions Served" on it.
Yeah.
When I was like 12 years old, my mom gave me like $12 for my birthday or something, and I said, "Can we just take this to McDonald's and get cheeseburgers?" And she said yes. And then she set up 12 cheeseburgers as a cake in a McDonald's with candles on it and lit it, and that's like a pretty iconic family picture of
That's
mine.
nice.
And then for my 21st birthday, I recreated it, and I got 21 hamburgers for my 21st birthday that I ate.
Mhm.
But like I'm big in the McDonald's. It's always been a meme with like me, my family, my friends. I'm an investor in McDonald's. I have the app. I spend it's my first job. I own a ridiculous amount of. I spent a ridiculous amount of money at McDonald's.
I love
but
McDonald's.
I still don't think it's like the best fast food.
It's
My
the
family
best.
and I used to eat
Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
breakfast like every Saturday and Sunday. We used to go to McDonald's and order the hotcakes and hash browns and stuff, and we'd sit at those like plastic tables.
I did at McDonald's this morning.
You did that.
Yeah.
You did that
Which
today.
is pretty rare. Yeah, I did eat McDonald's today. Yeah, I was trying to. I woke up today. And I was like, today's gonna be the day I'm gonna eat like mostly all right. And then I had like some time off work, and I kind of was craving a McGriddle, and so it was early enough to still get one. And I was like, fuck.
So that's how it starts. You have like a bad food, and you're like, well, and it's not even for me. It's not even the thought of like, oh, I already had a bad food today, so it's just like you're now gravitated. Like, I could eat a strawberry, but like, what the fuck?
Routines are very important. I don't mean to keep interrupting you, but like a lot of the people that I know that like talk to people about like that are like personal trainers and trying to get people into fitness, always talking about these super niche, crazy regimens and everything. Doesn't matter if you're not in the routine. The biggest thing you can do to better yourself for anything is start off with small steps that get your ass in a habit or a routine.
Yeah,
this is a hack podcast.
Yeah, there you go, Ben.
Your last episode, your guru again.
Ben's habit is pulling off in the parking lot of McDonald's. We love you, Ben. We love you.
Yeah, you little fucking patronizing bitch. Oh my God, what was I gonna say? Oh, I would love to have like a McDonald's meme episode where we try each other's, because we all have McDonald's around us, I'm sure. Like I try Zach's.
It's the closest thing to me.
Yeah, I try Zach's, and then Zach tries Sean's, and then Sean tries mine or whatever. But that doesn't work because Sean's a fucking stupid pussy ass alt-left vegan racist. You stupid ass.
Are you really vegan?
Yeah.
So
I've been trying to like I try to take like a couple days out of my week to like not eat meat. It's not vegan, but like I'll do like a vegetarian like couple days out of my week. Don't get me on the topic of like sustainable.
No, listen. I don't think I'm better than you. I know I'm better than you.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying that you are. You're a fucking cunt. But like I just like first of all, it's expensive and kind of unhealthy for you to do every single day. But then also I just like I was
what happened, Sean? By the way, you see these guns? You see that shit? That's mostly
dude's fucking
weight.
pumping iron, dude.
Mostly fat, dude. I'll be honest with you. Go ahead.
That's the McGriddles.
McGriddles in my arm.
This is gonna fucking sound like the most pretentious thing I've ever said, but I was a microbiology major for a couple of years before I dropped out, and even before that, I was in like a weird like semi college course in high school to do like biotechnology stuff. And so like I was doing a lot of research in some of those fields. I just think like without getting too far into it, like the way that we farm and mass produce meat, not only you can talk about ethics or whatever too, but that's who gives a fuck about how the cows feel. I just don't think it's sustainable. Like I just don't think like 50 by the time I'm an old man, I think we'll have to seriously rethink the way that we like get our food.
I don't think any of us are making it to 50, brother. I think,
let's go, dude.
I think society's collapsing much faster.
Yeah, dude, and we got the war over there. We're probably gonna get killed this any day now, right? Thoughts
I
on
hope
that?
so.
Yeah,
Change.org, get killed tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, Sean just makes things like less fun because he just can't eat half the foods that we eat. You little bitch, dude.
I usually just bring my own food. When I go over to Ben's, I just bring like a whole vegan pizza, a can of baked beans, some vegan hot dogs. I just make my own shit.
You know what Mike does? So we have a buddy named Mike. I talked about him in the last episode, and I hope that at some point he wouldn't mind joining.
He's the one who doesn't like apples.
He's the one who doesn't like apples. He brought to a party. Like it was a kickback. It wasn't like a fucking boom, boom, boom. But he brought to a kickback pickles and brownies.
Dude, pickles. No, I stand by Mike 100% on that.
Those are both good things.
And I like brownies.
Those are both good things. It's just a weird combination to bring to a party. I mean, I thought it was funny because it's Mike, but it's weird.
Brownies to a party makes sense. I love pickles. Pickles, dude. I had like fucking 2 whole pickles today too. So you know my diet. I ate a McGriddle and 2 pickles today. Is what I consumed. And a glass of orange juice is my diet today for some reason.
Yeah, that's
coffee
pretty,
too.
That's pretty terrible, actually. Do you remember when we went to Bean's house and we just started pouring
barbecue sauce on the tree and shit? Dude, we were a menace. You were a menace. I can't even say me. You were the one pouring barbecue sauce on shit.
So there's something you have to know is that I'm actually a very terrible person, especially like in real life.
You can say I know, Zach. You can say it. You can say I know.
There's a the guy who used to be in the friend group.
Yeah.
And long story short, he was on his way out. I never disliked him, but he hated me. And so I thought this was very fun. Like, this was very funny to me. Like, he would, like, I'd join the call for like a game or something, and he would just shit on me the entire time. Like, I'd laugh and he would make fun of my laugh. I'd say something. He goes, "Is anyone talking?" That kind of thing. He would like try and bully me, but it would just be funny. And so I was over his house, and I just took
there was a party at his house. There was a party
there was a party at his house. I don't remember who started it. I think it was me who started it.
It was absolutely you who started
it. We're on his balcony, second floor, and I just take his barbecue sauce and just start pouring it onto his lawn. Just turn it over and just start squeezing the bottle onto his lawn.
Dude, it's so fucking funny because it's just like so much barbecue sauce went to waste on that lawn, dude. It's so fucking funny. That's such a funny. That's so stupid. And he kept fucking. Sean just he did that, and then he just kept humping fucking couch and saying, "Did I used to do this in high school? You used to fuck a couch in high school." What the fuck are you talking about?
There are so many
vegan beers deep for you.
Yeah, right. Vegan beers.
The only thing that I'm not worried about veganism for is beers.
By the way, I was going to say this earlier, and it's going to make me sound like a pretentious fucking hipster, but I like traveling and drinking beers more than cocktails because I feel like I can get the same cocktails anywhere, but like beers are always like produced locally, and you get to like try the local shit. I don't fucking know. I
agree.
I like trying new shit.
I don't buy like Pabst Blue Ribbon or anything. I'll spend like $17 on a 4-pack of some like local.
Like, I can't get that anywhere near where I live. So if I ever traveled out to where you are, I'd be like, oh, I'd fucking love to try that because it's something I haven't had before.
Although
I go to a bar and get like another gin and tonic. It's like I've had this before.
If you do come to the East Coast, I have 2 lavalier microphones. I'm not. You have one. I have one. John has one. I have one. Same one.
Okay.
I'm not saying that we should go to the shittiest city on the planet and make a podcast because it's funny.
If we were to meet up and do something in person, I do think going to the shittiest place possible would be fun.
I know, just to go to like Central Park or something.
Bloomfield, Connecticut.
Yeah, right.
Get robbed.
I'm so sorry. I totally cut into what you guys were talking about. What the fuck were you guys talking about?
Beer. It's okay. Cut it.
Yeah.
Cut it. Personally, I don't like alcohol, most of it. I'm a very much a person that is very genuine.
Gentrified.
I don't enjoy the feeling of being. I've only ever been tipsy. I've never been drunk, and I don't really enjoy that feeling at all. It's not a feeling that I like. And when I look back and think about it, I don't like the thought of me being tipsy. It's just not something I vibe with, and I don't generally just like the taste of most alcohols. So if you were to ask me my go-to drink, it would be some bitch beer. That's my answer. Like a Mike's Hard, or like like one of those Bud Light seltzers.
I used to get in college. I used to get roasted on Mike's Hard lemonades. We'd buy a bunch. And me and my roommate would play Mario Baseball, and we were both really good at Mario Superstar Baseball. So it would be 0-0-0-0-0 the whole way, and we would just go drinking like every inning until one of us because. What it would be is you'd be in overtime or the game would end and you'd start a new game. But generally you'd make it to overtime with 0 points. So then the person at the bottom of the inning, if they scored, it was over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just that was fun. Like, it's fun.
How cringe would it be? I think the answer is quite cringe. Because I don't want to I would think like playing some like retro game would be fun with you guys, but I don't want to do like a normal style Let's Play is just so boring to me at this point. Like, I can't watch Let's Plays.
I can genuinely say I don't consume any video game content these days.
dude, Madden 2022 and Halo Infinite. I saw you playing the other day, dude. Don't fucking lie to me.
No,
brother.
I play video games.
Oh,
I don't,
you don't
watch. I don't watch any YouTube content on video games.
I do. I mean, like I very niche stuff that, you know, like I used to watch Achievement Hunter all the time. And that was just a bunch of dudes.
I used to be into Achievement Hunter and like Funhouse and everything. Yeah. I mean, met Funhouse in person, technically.
RTX, right?
Oh, him?
Yeah.
You met the one
in
Funhouse?
Funhouse? When it's first of all, so crazy that
Mr. House?
Yeah, Mr. House himself.
I met Mr. I get naked in the office in person.
You met Ben's dad?
Oh, that dad. I guess that makes more sense. My dad is so dumb. It's still crazy to me that we went to the same RTX and never saw each other once.
We went to 2016. Yeah, I was at 2016. Yeah,
that's fucking insane to me.
Yeah, it's so crazy that I wasn't invited at all.
me, Ethan, Ty, and the great Isaiah all went to RTX 2016 together.
It's so crazy. Did you see you remember the Spartans meme that they were going like this, whatever? Remember that?
I vaguely remember something like that.
I watched those people walk by and I saw the camera guy walk by, and that meme went fucking viral for like 2 weeks.
I hate shit like that.
Yeah, it bothered the shit out of me.
I don't know if I'm just like a fuddy-duddy dude, a hullabaloo fuddy-duddy, but like
shake your fist at this guy.
I really don't find stuff that are like very pop culture. Like if it can be too pop. Like
I'm with you where like I like things that are popular, sure, but there's a certain level things can get popular where it's just I'm gonna be stubborn forever and
like
never.
For instance, I cannot tolerate like Frozen metal cover or something. Like I just it like I get sent videos because I have friends who like tangentially like metal, but they like the YouTuber, the singer or whatever, and they're like, oh, Sean, you know, this guy covered Frozen, but it's like black metal, and I like a bunch of like fringe metal genres and stuff, and I can't I can't tolerate it.
The problem, I don't know the theory, but apparently the theory is that we're living in an ironic period. Is that what it's called? Where memes have to have a level of irony to them to be funny. Like Nyan Cat, that was a period where it didn't have to be ironic; it was just a funny because it was a meme. But at this point, there has to be like a second layer above the funny.
That
has to be the meta meme.
Yeah, it has to be meta meme.
The post irony.
I think
like
you have to get in the Morbin time type meme.
Have you heard of Zach? You probably know this better than Ben would know. The YouTube channel. Oh shit.
That's me. He's talking about me.
He's talking about you, dude.
He's talking about me, dude. Those little Clementine bitches.
Yeah, they love getting my fucking belly, dude.
Get my, oh yeah, it was belly. Get my fucking belly.
Either term is funny.
Shit, I cannot remember the name of it.
You little dumbass. I'm sorry, Sean. I've been so toxic to you.
J-Reg. Dreg.
Oh, this name sounds very familiar.
JREG. He does like absurdist political humor, where like he just takes on the aspect of whichever. Like he'll like like the alt left vegan racist thing. He'll make up something like that. Yeah. He'll do like neo fascist post capital or something like that, and he'll get dressed up and do like green screen effects and stuff like that. I find his shit like because he's very post irony. He's very like one of the things that he's constantly saying in his videos. He's like, I want all the opinions. I don't like I'm anti-centrist. I want everything but the center because center's boring kind of thing. I'm a huge like absurdist / post irony kind of consumer.
Yeah, I think
absurdist
that's
philosophy.
I think that's why like the Bunger meme you didn't like it when we kept saying fucking Bunger and posting Bunger. It's just because it's like surface level funny. It's not it's not. I mean, it is ironic, but it's especially if you're not filled in on it.
Yeah, right, and it would only be absurdist if it became like you're wearing a costume or something, and it's like, and it's actually so like I have this sense where I don't find it funny, but what I do find funny is how annoyed I get by it because it does piss me. Like the Bunger thing is annoying as shit.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, like in the moment, I'm very like, Jesus Christ, another fucking Bunger.
Yeah.
But like, I'll be on a walk and I'm like, Sean, you're such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's funny though. It's funny.
It's just a joke. And I'll just start laughing at myself for being pissed off that you like something.
Yeah. Dude, let me ask, Zach, are you familiar with Bunger?
No.
Oh, Beautiful.
Bug snacks.
Are you familiar with Bug Snacks?
Okay, so I play on Xbox, not on PlayStation, but I remember at E3 when Bug Snacks was announced and that fucking Caro Caro Bonito song about Bug Snacks came out. And I remember thinking, like, that's a banger song, that's a cute game, but I'll never play it.
Okay, you are correct.
I know about Bug Snacks and I know about Caro Caro Bonito's cover of Bug Snacks. I don't know what Bunger is, though.
Bunger is just the hamburger snack that you can catch. Because it's a they're just bugs that are made of food. It's just a hamburger, but it goes bunger. That's how it sounds, and it's really funny. And
it's not funny.
It's everybody finds it funny but Sean.
That's
everybody
funny,
find it funny other than Sean, which makes it even funnier. But I will just say, Bug Snacks I think did just come out on Xbox. 7 out of 10, $30. If that's not worth it to you, don't play it. Okay. But I like the idea of Bug Snacks much more than I actually enjoy the game. I will say that I do like the game, but the idea is more to me. But on the topic of games, I want to switch over.
Jesus Christ.
Segue, very smart and incredible segue that I'm doing right now. Woo.
out, everyone.
Coming through. Did you see any of the new the Sonic or the Pokemon thing happen this week, Zach?
No,
neither.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
I don't. I might care more about Sonic than Pokemon, but I still don't give a fuck about Sonic. I'm sorry.
Sean, you saw both of them, right?
Sure.
Okay, so Sonic is releasing an open world
Favorite
game.
Apple.
Yeah, Sonic is releasing an open world game, and the idea of Sonic being in an open world is really cool. But the trailer, fucking cute ass cat.
No, he's dead.
The trailer. The gameplay trailer kind of looked very stiff and like very asset driven. Like it looked just like it was a bunch of like Unity assets.
This clip that I saw where it looked like someone walking through fucking what was that fucking game? It was that weird Kojima game that came out.
Death Stranding
with Norman Reedus. Yeah, it was like looked like Sonic was running through Death Stranding. Is that real?
Kind of. Yeah.
I'm just quick interject. I'm gonna have to go to bed soon.
Yeah. I want you to leave.
Can we get a good night in chat, please?
Yeah, can we get a good night?
Good night going.
All right, well, there he goes.
He actually left.
Yeah, I'm not
that was
surprised.
Anticlimactic.
I said I have to go to bed soon, and then he went to bed immediately, and I think that's just kind of fucked up. But but Sonic Frontiers, it looked like it was going to be, everyone was hoping that open world Sonic game. That sounds really cool. Open world games are pretty cool, and it looks just like very asset driven and weird. I'm still going to play it because I have a buddy that I play Sonic games with, whether they're bad or good, just because it's funny. And then Pokemon, I'm a very huge Pokemon fan. They announced Pokemon I don't know if you even have a Switch. They announced Pokemon for the Switch.
I do have a Switch, yeah.
They announced, or they didn't announce it, sorry. They had a trailer for Scarlet and Violet. It looks much better than any other game prior, and it has 4-player simultaneous co-op. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't fuck it, or Pokemon Company and Game Freak don't fuck it up. They probably will because it's Nintendo, the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. But those are two things that happened. But if you haven't watched them, not much else to say. I was hoping for an opinion, but honestly, I think
I apologize.
No,
I follow video games like a 25% level where it's like I'm interested in the stuff that rises into my how do I phrase this? Because it's not even like the top 25% of things that are popular, because it's not necessarily that too. Like me and my friends play like Grounded and shit like that. But like, whatever kind of falls into my purview, I'm like, that seems interesting to me. That gets put in that category. But the other 75% of shit I'm just tuned out to.
I mean, I just wanted to say I'm very excited for both. Obviously, huge Pokemon fan. The game looks like it could be really fun, especially I'm getting both copies and I'm playing one with Alexis, one on my own. Because I always do that if I can. And Sonic, I'm going to be playing with my buddy Brian, who again I hope you meet because he's awesome. That game is going to be probably trash because it is a Sonic game. If it isn't clear,
what's the last good Sonic game?
I think people liked Color, maybe Generations was just like 2011. Oh, Sonic Mania. People like Sonic Mania.
What was that fucking Sonic game back when I was younger where like Sonic was a werewolf?
Sonic Unleashed. That's the next game Brian and I are playing, actually. It's apparently really good. And It's good, not really good. It's good until you get to the werewolf parts, and the werewolf parts are just trash. So if they just removed that, it would have been a fine game.
Then you couldn't sell it if there was no
Right, exactly.
There's not marketable if there's not a fucking little wereboy.
Exactly,
running around.
wereboy. But yeah, wereboy. Yeah. So I my taste in games is games that I can very quickly and very mindlessly play. I mean, Halo is similar and different in the same way. Halo is very sandboxy and like very open, and you can use the environment in a very cool way. But like besides Halo, I'm playing fucking Nintendo, like Pokemon. I've been playing Luigi's Mansion for the past like 3 or 4 days, just mindlessly playing it.
Yeah,
I'm very dumb. I've been playing Elden Ring. I don't know if you've seen my status on Discord. I've been playing Elden Ring, and I don't play that alone. I play with somebody because I just can't be fucked to get into a game and actually have to think without someone's help. Truthfully.
Yeah, Halo is just because I'm a fucking Halo nerd. And then again, the thing about Madden is it's not that it's like my favorite game ever, but like the thing about Madden is once you know people that play it, they get you wrapped up in a league, and it's like no one else can play the game until you play your game. And I'm in a league with my dad and a league with my other friend. And so it's like when Halo's not consuming my time, it's like, shit, I got to play the game. Otherwise I get yelled at by a group of other people who all of a sudden can't play the game that they enjoy.
Yeah.
Because I need to play my game.
Yeah.
Again, every now and then I'll get, I say roped into playing Grounded. That's not true. I kind of like Grounded. I just get bored with it.
That's when you're like walking through the grass and you get like the bugs and shit.
It's the
right?
other bug game that came out the year Bugs Next came out.
Yeah.
And there were two competing bug games.
That game's not that good, is it?
It's good.
I thought
I personally
maybe
get
it was
a little bit
thing.
tired of it compared to my friends who like it more, but I still think it's a good game.
I maybe it was the launch, but I remember hearing like a lukewarm reception.
Literally and figuratively. Yeah.
That's another one. Cut that, please. No,
just you gotta do the to like all of it.
Just like the laugh track.
What was I gonna say? I'm sure I'm playing other games too, but like I don't know, just video games don't it's a combination of things. Video games don't interest me as much as they used to, number one. Number two, the video game industry kind of fucking blows, and like the way the games are released now, and like it's just not like it's just a combination of those two things. Really, it's how games are done compared to my interest in video games waning. I still play video games, and I always will, and I'll always keep my eye out for new and interesting things. But it's like compared to other people I know, it's certainly less so a part of my life.
I mean, to be very real with you, I consume so much content, video content. Like if I'm working, I'm watching YouTube. If I am hanging out with Alexis, I'm watching probably anime, or recently be getting into the Marvel movies.
Guilty of doom scrolling social media is how I spend most of my time, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I can't even watch TikTok. TikTok bore the shit out of me. I'll be real with you. That shit bores me the fuck out of me.
TikToks keep me in a fucking dopamine feedback loop. I get stuck.
You gotta really get a good For You page.
No, I've cultivated the most bizarre, wacky ass. I'll just start posting some TikToks I find in the fucking.
Please, I need. Like I told you, I want an intermission, and having like a fucking goofy ass TikTok as an intermission would be great. Fuck the copyright holder.
well, maybe we'll do a thing. I've always loved video. I've always loved shows and podcasts where it's like people reacting to wild shit on the internet, or shows where they interact with the callers, where either it's like a call-in show or they're reacting to like wild shit I wouldn't have seen on the internet otherwise.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more in depth. But yeah, like I'll do this thing where I'm like, just one more video, and then I'll watch the video. I'm like, maybe one more, and then I'll watch it, and then like 20 minutes go by, and I'm like, fuck.
Alexis has been using TikTok for the last 4 years, like nonstop. I am not the same way. I used it for the first year. I was like, oh, this is pretty funny, and then I started getting animal abuse on my For You page. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then on YouTube, I got in this weird loop where I got into monkey abuse on YouTube of people keeping monkeys in cages and prodding them and shit. And I was like, I swear to fucking God, I did not search out ways to find this shit.
I had Alexis help me make a better For You page, because I was just like, I don't want to watch a fucking dog. I was like, I watched like a dog try to get out of a house that was burning. He was like half on fire. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
So TikTok does this thing where like they fucking just like they try to they know what you kind of look at and they give you more and more and more of that, but they also try to be ahead of the curve and be like, you might like this and just throw one in there just to see how you like it. And there was this fucking dude who was like, it's TikTok Live, which TikTok Live is even worse because people like
they can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want. There's no checks for it. This dude just eating dog.
Yeah.
Like with the head is still on with all the fur and everything. Just eating dog. I get it. It's a culture thing. I'm just not used to it. Indian folks over in India would hate me for eating cow. I get it. Yeah. But I was not expecting that to come across my page and to see a dog carcass being eaten out of by a man was just not particularly what I wanted to see that day. Which on an even further tangent is, after that, subsequently, I looked up the countries in which dog are consumed, and it's China, Korea, and for some reason, Switzerland.
That's crazy.
I fucking fact-check me if you want to. It's fucking China, Korea, and Switzerland are the three countries that eat dog.
They can eat it or they do eat it?
They do eat it.
Weird.
I know.
Next time I go to Switzerland and get veal, I'm going to assume that it's just a fucking dog.
Veal's fucking tasty,
I've never
dude.
had veal. I feel too bad for baby cow, but that's not the reason.
I feel bad for... I accidentally... So I've never eaten it, like, intentionally, but as a kid... it was given to me and I said, this is delicious. What is this? And I was told it was veal. So, but it was delicious, genuinely. TikTok though. Yeah. Crazy.
What was I saying? Oh, I was going to say, I consume too much video content, right?
Me too.
And I need to do something interactive. I have trichotillomania, which is, and I have a bald spot. That's why I had to shave my hair off because I'll just pick my hair endlessly. So if I have nothing to do with my hands, when I'm working, it's not a problem. I'm always doing stuff with my hands. But if I don't have anything to do with my hands, I'm picking at my hair. So I have to be playing something, even if I'm watching something like after work. So that's why I continue playing. I always, it's not, I enjoy a lot of the games, most of the games that I play.
I like video games. Yeah. It's just not like,
I also need at least some sort of AFK game. Like I've been playing Pokemon Sapphire. Like Sean and I have this really cool thing where we call it a piss lock. Where before every gym we trade 3 Pokemon, and I've been playing Sapphire, he's been playing Ruby, and we just been doing that, which is really fun. But I need something like that so I don't fucking rip my hair out. I mean, I don't know if you can even see it. It's just thinning. But I mean, my last podcast, my hair was fucking big. I can only have it big for so long until I start pulling it out again. So, and that's,
I have weird ticks that ruin my body too, but thankfully nothing with my hair.
Yeah. I think truthfully, that's why I don't really like, I'm wearing these like weird, like African style fucking pants and a cow chop shirt with my fucking belly out, dude. I don't give a shit about about like the whole appearance thing. I mean, I don't think I can, given I get fucking bald spots every other week, but point is I need video games to like get my brain working. My job does not get my brain working. The videos I watch does not get my brain working, and I wouldn't really want them to, honestly. I try to turn my brain off when I'm watching the videos. Games are all that can do it for me.
You need to get that fucking ball in a cup, dude. Those little fidget spinning activities.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. You want to see?
I'm happy for you.
Well, I got something to show you. And I'll record this for I'll do a screen record for the video. All right. So Pokemon Home is where you can transfer a bunch of your Pokemon into a bank type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to show you all the level 100 Pokemon I have, which is highest level. Okay, I can the grind, right? And this is just in the past 4 or 5 years. I mean, I don't play like a crazy amount, but like these are all level 100.
This is Pokemon Go?
This is Pokemon Home.
Oh, Home. Okay.
This is like, but all those are level 100. And these are all playing the game once. Like I've played every game once.
I just fucking love those games that just like give you those goals to grind out.
I know it's super rad. I play a lot of Pokemon. I'm really excited for Scarlet and Violet. I'm excited to have a new game to play with Alexis because honestly, she doesn't like many games. So when we find a game that we can play together, it's actually really fun.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. And there was one other thing before we end. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. Honestly, fuck Sean, right? Fuck that kid. Who cares? What we should do, you and me, we should just get each other's, for next podcast or whatever, we should get each other's McDonald's order and just eat it and see how shit our tastes are.
Well, I mean, there's not a whole lot of variation to McDonald's, but I'm still down.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I mean, it's just going to be eating it. Be like, okay, it's McDonald's.
Well, what is your McDonald's menu item? Is it also chicken nuggets and a burger?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. That'd be a fun little meme. I was thinking of I'm just spitballing. I don't think I have anything else to do other than spitball. My brain is pretty much fried for the day. Are tier lists cringe yet? I've always I never really
cringe
tier lists. I've never really enjoyed them myself.
I don't think they're cringe. I don't think they're as popular as they used to be. I don't think they're cringe though.
Is it worth doing one for content?
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of what tier list for what?
I don't know. When we talked about water, I was thinking water, but I don't know if that's even.
I'm not the most well versed in water. I can tell you, Dasani's towards the bottom from what I hear, and Evian is towards the top.
Well, I'm not saying water specifically, but that made me think of like, oh, you do tier list for something probably. I mean,
well, last time
McDonald's
I said
menu,
tier
dude.
list, but you also don't. Yeah, McDonald's menu tier list. Fucking the McDonald's cheeseburger is a weird one.
Yeah,
because it's not like a real cheeseburger. It's not like a good quality. I'm in the fucking dark. Like a good quality meal, but like at the same time too.
I got you, bro. I got you.
It's pretty iconic. There you go.
I got you, bro.
Hey,
I'm all yours.
hey. The McDonald's cheeseburger is a pretty iconic cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I had this argument with Subway where like I could make a Subway sandwich at home. Perfectly fine. There's not a unique taste to a Subway sandwich. Now,
I don't agree. I agree that you can make one at home, but I don't agree that there's not a unique taste to it. I think Subway sandwiches have I think it's something in the bread. I feel like it's like some sort of drug.
Maybe. I have a whole rant on Subways that I'll save for another episode, but like the Subway sandwich is it's deli meat on bread. It's something that honestly I feel like I could probably replicate pretty damn close at home.
Yeah.
If I'm craving a Subway sandwich, I could probably satisfy that craving with another sandwich. McDonald's cheeseburgers are not good, but when I'm craving them, I can't just make a cheeseburger, right? I can make a better cheeseburger at home handedly, pretty easily.
Yeah.
But if I'm craving the McDonald's cheeseburger, I can't just make a McDonald's cheeseburger at home.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I mean, McDonald's cheeseburgers are made of horse, aren't they? So, I mean, like, you're not going to get horse meat.
Something like that. They're made of, they import from France.
Where is the best place to get burgers, in your opinion? Just period.
Not capping it at like fast food?
Yeah, fast food is included or yeah.
No. Is this just fast food? Because I feel like
anywhere.
What's the best place to get burgers? It's like I'm listing some local place. Actually, what's funny, the best burger I've ever had was in the Phoenix airport, and then they took the place out, and I have no clue how I could ever find it again.
Yeah.
Don't remember its name. It's off the top of my head. Five Guys is pretty up there, but it's expensive.
I was going to say Five Guys is like the best fast food burger.
Yeah, is that really fast food, though, at that price? Is that really fast food?
I feel like the price, I wouldn't include price if it would. I mean, it comes out fast. That would be my indicator for fast food.
National chain thing, sure.
Yeah.
I just took Ethan before he left out here to a local place near me. Shout out Rustler's Roost is like a kind of a bit of a hokey. It's like on top of a mountain, so it has a gorgeous view. They serve rattlesnakes. They were out of rattlesnakes. That's the whole reason why I went there is because I was like, you're in Arizona. I'm going to buy you a fucking rattlesnake to eat. And they were out, fuckers.
Yeah.
But they get like really good like fry bread, and they like grind their own meat in house and stuff for the burgers, and they're fucking thickum burgers. I don't know if that's my favorite burger ever, but it's up there.
Yeah.
I will say though, I know you're going to answer this, but really quick, we were waiting for our food at this place earlier in the week. Not to make this go on longer than it needs to be, and the waiter comes out. Well, what we think is the waiter. This guy comes out with all of our food on a platter, with like all done up and everything, sets it on a different table and says, your waiter will be out here momentarily, and walks away. And me and Ethan were both like, that guy just did all the work.
Mhm.
He came out here, he prepared all the food, put it on the platter, walked it all the way out here, and just put it somewhere where we couldn't get to it in front of us, and said someone else will be here to bring this for you. And then we waited like 10 minutes with the food over there. I was fucking crying, dude.
Yeah.
I never had service like that in my life. Fucking why?
You're right. I know.
But shout out to that place.
Yeah,
they have a slide. We got drunk and went down the slide.
That's sick. This is recent, you said.
This was like a couple days ago,
Yeah. I mean, I should have specified more. Like, what genre of I don't know if that's the right term. What genre of place sells the correct burgers? I mean, that would have been okay. My opinion.
Genre of place sells the correct burgers.
You'll get. What did I say?
You said what genre of place sells the correct burgers?
That's so fucking dumb. What I meant to say was what genre of place sells the best burgers. I don't know why the fuck I said correct burgers, but
I was like, I'm getting quizzed, dude.
The bars always have the best burgers. Fat bar burgers, bar none.
I can get behind that. It's like some people stand behind bar pizza as a thing.
Yeah, bar pizza is pretty good. I mean, it's not top, but
you live in Connecticut. You live near some of the best pizza in the world. People think New Haven, Connecticut, is like pizza capital of the world.
Yeah, but the way they cut their pizza is fucking psychotic. Do you know how?
I gotta come out and visit. I also tried that when last time I was in Connecticut, that Louis' Lunch place, supposedly the home of the original hamburger or whatever.
Yeah,
I ate there once. No,
So New Haven pizza, they cut the long way. So they make a circle, one line here, and then they cut it like this. So there's like pieces that are like this long and this thin. What the fuck? First of all. Second of all,
it's phenomenal though. I really want to go.
I had pizza that I looked at and I was like, this looks like shit. This looks like fucking garbage. Like this looks like some mozzarella on some sauce and that's it. Like not even like melted. It was phenomenal. What the fuck? And then not in New Haven, closer by where I live. There's this place that my dad used to go to when he was a kid. It's that old. Best pizza I've ever had, period. Bar none. I like buffalo flavor if I can get buffalo flavor in something, I will get it. Their buffalo chicken pizza, unbeatable. Best pizza you can get that I've ever had in my life. I mean, it's also Connecticut pizza.
I'm not a fan of the buffalo sauce, but yeah.
I might just be a Connecticut thing, because like I
don't think buffalo sauce is a Connecticut thing, but yeah.
No, I know. I mean, like my bar for pizza is pretty low because I'm in Connecticut, but I mean, well, I guess New Haven, but we went to Alexis and one of our buddies, Barney. We went to Hoboken, New Jersey, and got pizza there, thinking New Jersey pizza is probably just like New York pizza. It was good, but I mean, it wasn't like anything special. Do you watch Off Canny?
Sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
It was it's the Cow Chop guys. They it was Jacob and Alec from Cow Chop made it, and it's my favorite channel on YouTube right at this point ever. Like they upload once every like 6 months. They upload 4 times once every 6 months, but they went to New York for an episode where Trevor from Cow Chop got drunk and he was just walking around like interviewing people in New York, and they went to get pizza because they heard it was really good, and it was just like a fucking slop and it was trash. Every experience I've had with New York pizza is the same exact way, just garbage. I tell you, New York, worst place on earth.
It's meant to be cheap though.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. I don't know. I gotta say though, I don't know if you're actually down for this or if it's just a funny idea from like a third person perspective, but if I gathered my 2 labs up and we go and we just on like, I have a 4K camera in this phone. I don't have a good, I have a DSLR, but it's trash. I have a 4K camera in this phone. I have friends that have the same exact phone, so it'll look the same, so it won't be like jarring multicam. Dude, having a podcast in like Central Park where there's just garbage on the floor and fucking rats would be so cool. Am I wrong?
It would be funny. I don't know what the like restrictions are with filming in like Central Park specifically,
You know what happens?
but like, yeah, no.
You know what we do?
Hmm?
You know what we do? If they're like, don't, you can't film here, we walk and we film the entire way. I feel like that'd be great content. Like just
Film in the back
walking
of the
by,
squad car.
yeah, or like filming like just piles of garbage with fucking mice all over it and shit. That'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah. It takes some planning on my part, but I'm absolutely down.
I think that'd be so funny
if I'm able to make that work. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll hire some cameramen, and by hire I mean for free.
Buy
I'll
McDonald's for my friends
exactly.
for spending the day too. Yeah.
When you were in school, did you have friends that would like make use of your editing and media skill?
Not particularly. So like when I was in high school, I was doing our YouTube thing with like Halo, Machinimas, and whatever, and that was like just solely for me.
Yeah.
And I was nervous to talk about it. And then when I went to like actual university for a year or two, I kind of stopped doing all of that stuff to focus on microbiology and also doing real drugs.
Yeah.
it was kind of what I was more focused on.
Yeah.
And then I had stopped that, dropped out of school. You know, I worked for a couple companies here and there, just doing some bullshit. And then I just kind of picked it back up again. Like I was like, okay, I want to take this seriously. And actually, I've kind of an interesting story. I don't know if I have the most time to get into in full here, but I had gotten a job. I got a job interview in this place in downtown Phoenix, in like this penthouse area. I got all dressed up in a suit, and I drove all the way down to downtown Phoenix, went all the way up in this penthouse, shook hands, kissed babies, you know the deal.
Yeah, as you do.
Get in the back with a job interviewer who pulls up my portfolio and promptly starts playing Halo Machinima.
That's not real. That's not real.
That's totally real. That totally happened. You know, it's like if it was just like a another editor that I was talking to, I probably could have talked about like the technical stuff that I was doing and got some kind of foot in.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is just some HR lady, I was about to call her some blonde bimbo, but that's unfair. She's a very educated and well-spoken HR professional. She just doesn't understand the minutia of
YouTube
video editing.
Stuff,
Exactly. She was just like, yeah, no, thank you. And so that was the point where I was like, okay, well, maybe now I need to take this more seriously and do stuff outside of like bullshit video game content if I'm going to get a job. And I was young enough, even though I didn't go to ASU, but I lived in the area and started networking with like people that did short films in ASU and got some help there. And eventually actually what's funny is I made this YouTube video. You can find it on my channel a long time ago as to like how to do some like Snapchat filter or something.
I
made
watched
this
that.
Yeah. Someone actually emailed me from that video. They found my email, reached out to me, and they said, hey, we really like how you did this and your process and everything. Are you open to freelance opportunities? I said yes. I did like 3 videos for some of their like influencers. They paid me like $200 for like 200 hours of work. So like, it's not very good.
I went on your website because you talked about it last time.
That needs to be updated. Yeah.
And I saw like a bunch of stuff that you had done, and like this shit looks real. Like actually, like I don't want to say industry standard because that might sound cringe, but like it looked really good.
It is these days. Yeah. Actually, I do need to update that. Well, my current job I work now, I'm not really doing as much video stuff as I'd care to, but I still want to be doing stuff on the side.
Yeah.
But there's a project for some company that just came out like a week or two ago that was pretty good. There's a few things that need to be updated on there, a few projects.
I mean, dude, at least you have a website. That's, I mean, I got that. I'll tell you what.
I actually, not to like, it feels weird bragging about this because of how I got let go from my last company. Well, no, it's just that the last job that I did this under contract for, I got fired from. So it sounds it sounds shitty to flex about it. But do you know the company 1-800-Flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did work for them for my last job.
That was your last thing? Yeah.
Well, the last thing I did came out like that was for myself. I got my own opportunity to do like some freelancing thing, which I got paid very adequately for. In fact, maybe a little too adequately for. That came out like a week or two ago. But the 1-800-Flowers thing, I need to put on the website. I need to put a bunch of shit on the website. Is the point?
You know, it's funny.
Still.
We're kind of associates because for what the fuck Valentine's Day, I got Alexis some flowers from 1-800-Flowers. So we're kind of like.
There we go.
Kind of associates
there
here.
We go.
I don't know if that's the right term. Is associate the right term? Probably not.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I there's the part of me that's like I would want to be in the industry because I want to make money from my passion because I love the idea of editing and I love having a vision and knowing and trying to like figure that out. I'm also working in Sony Vegas. Um so that, I mean that there's a lot of crutches, not crutches, but like what are they called? The things that you jump over on the track. Hurdles. There's a lot of hurdles when when going from vision to final product with Vegas. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be creatively fulfilled doing something that isn't my vision. Cause I'm sure in your situation that it wasn't really that creatively fulfilling because they were just like, oh yeah, it needs to be like this, and that. Right.
It entirely depends on the project. So like some people would come in and have very clear expectations for what, now to be fair, it's like none of it is like, hey, make a project, you know what I mean? So like it's always doing someone else's thing, but sometimes it's a very rigid vision or script that needs to get executed to like this very detailed thing. And then, sometimes they were just like, hey, we just filmed this thing, do whatever you want with it.
That's
and then
gotta
from
be
that
the
point,
best.
yeah, no, that's awesome. And then I'm going back and forth with people and the expectations are so low there too, that when I'm doing like custom animations and shit, it like blows them away.
Yeah.
And then like I was also like working on the podcast for my last boss too. And I would go in these meetings with like graphic designers and stuff like that. And got to like brainstorm ideas and direct other people to do things too, which was kind of neat.
Yeah,
but I don't really do any of that anymore in my new job. It's still like marketing stuff, but like not like in media. But again, I'm doing other things on the side too. So I don't fucking know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I'm
this being one of them, I guess.
Yeah. I'm like, this is the kind of shit that I like. This is my bread and butter. Like we're going to have like 2 hours and change of footage that a lot of it's just the raw footage or some backdrop, but I can throw in an edit and I can do whatever the fuck I want, like to a, social degree. I can't just drop just a bunch of N-words in the middle of like an intermission. Obviously I can't do that, but,
that's my light dying on me. This is it. This is what you get.
Yeah. Well, dude, here. Got you. I'm not gonna do the bit again. Just I don't know. I don't know if I'd actually want to be in the industry. Like I do videos for my current job just for training purposes. And it's just like a little team of us. But that's just like a side part of my job. I don't know. I guess I can't
speak to it too in depth anymore because like I'm kind of not quite sure where I stand, but I've made, marketing material and video editing and production my living for the past like 2 years. So, a lot of it's just being confident enough in your ideas and vision and skills to like go into. A lot of it is like marketing yourself, I'll be honest with you, because like a lot of the shit that I know how to do, like a bunch of other people also know how to do.
Right.
Like, I don't want to say it's not hard because it is, but like it's not like rocket surgery. You know what I mean? But like it's just being confident enough to go into a room of like people and explaining to them how you know what to do and why you're a good person to do it is kind of the biggest hurdle.
I find it my biggest issue is that I more than anything, I enjoy the reactions of my friends. Like if I, my Halo videos, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but in like my Halo videos, if my friends say a funny thing and they'll watch the video and I'll edit it in a certain way that they'll laugh. Like that is the most satisfying part to me. I don't give a fuck.
Making people laugh is like my life goal.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm excited to be doing stuff like this is because like, I'm passionate about making things look cool too. But if I'm not making people laugh, I'm not like me.
Yeah.
So.
I just want to say side to side from you 2 hours and 16 minutes ago to now is going to be pretty funny to look at because it's going to be like very bright, very bright white lights. And now you're just completely in the dark.
Yeah. You've watched the sunset from outside my window, taking away all of my natural light into my laptop, providing me some light because my real light fucking literally fucking shocked me into now that's dead now too. And I'm actually just in the fucking, I'm Osama bin Ladening it right now in my room.
Point. There's one
that's God telling me we're wrapping it up soon.
There was one thing I had something and I was going to a point with the whole video editing thing and I don't remember where I was going. I was going to say I'm going to learn. I'm I'm self-taught in Vegas, and I've squeezed every ounce of Vegas I can get out of it.
I'm self-taught and everything.
Right. That's kind of where everything that I do. But like I squeezed every ounce of Vegas that I can, all the third-party plugins and all this shit. I do want to learn Premiere. I mean, I know a very basic level of Premiere, and I do want to learn After Effects, which I know nothing about. And your video is going to be one of the first ones I watch when I actually get around to starting to learn After Effects.
Let me know and see if I can jump into like a fucking Discord call or something too, because like my thing on After Effects, I don't want to say I talk a lot about like problem solving in that video. Like I'm trying to do this specific thing and like I'm explaining in detail why the thing isn't working like it should. So
my actual point though, and I wanted, and this will be promised the last thing we say. I promise, because I know you're trying to hit the sleeper. You're trying to go CPs right now.
Not really go to sleep, but I'm probably gonna make some food and fucking like get out of the darkness for a moment. Make some food, as the kids say these days.
And I know you were a little iffy. We had a conversation after last podcast where it was like, the Jesus Christ, that because your teeth are so white that like actually scared me from the corner of my eye. That was actually terrifying.
Thumbnail.
Yeah, right there. I wanted to do something like Ben hates New York or something like that. Like, or New York is the worst place on the planet to get the clicks, but who the fuck knows? We'll see.
No, the episode title is Galalaba Hubbabaloo.
Yeah, Galalaba,
which is fantastic for SEO.
Right.
The algorithm loves it. You were saying?
Well, we had talked, and we were talking about like, it's iffy talking about, our old YouTube channels because obviously they're not up to the standard of like social.
Some of them were great. I mean, obviously, they're like FWSX is not completely deleted for a reason. Yeah. I mean, like, there's still some very good content on there. But some stuff I'm definitely like, that's horrible. I would never stand by them. So.
And that brings me to my question: is there a video of yours? And I think I've seen most of your videos, and I gotta say, I really like the last video you did on Subexiled, the Ethan's review of Fallout 76. I watched,
that was also, it was posted to that as a way to get views too, but that was mainly for his personal channel. But
I watched that video. I think 2 days after we did the last podcast. Holds up.
Mm-hmm.
Holds up. I think
there's some FWSX stuff that holds up. And again, if you check out Ethan's channel, which hasn't done anything in a while too, there were other reviews of stuff that we both did together.
So with that said though, is there a video 2016 or before that you are most proud of on any channel that you worked on?
Let me go to FWSX really quick. If not my personal
I already know. I rewatch my videos all the time. I don't know if that's narcissistic or I just like laughing at myself, but I watch my videos all the time.
I do that. Okay, well, I will say this. Well, it didn't come out in when did this come out? Well, it didn't come out 2016 or before. This Optimal Disappointments series you see was written. Like, it was one of the first things we used to write. We used to get, like, cracked up by it. Those videos don't, like, they weren't made in the best because it took so long to make. But, like, we were writing that not for a Halo Machinima, but to, like, actually pitch as a TV show, like, a long time ago. Yeah. And we have some scripts that no one's seen of that show that fucking kill me to this day. This Arby's the movie video, very good. This Brutally Honest Abe, very good.
Those are all Subexiled?
I'm on FWSX. Subexiled, I don't think about Subexiled that much anymore.
I get those two mixed up all the time. In my brain, I get them completely mixed up. I get them swapped.
Yeah. Brutally Honest Abe is honestly one of the first ever like animation things I've ever done.
Dude, the fucking
it holds up. It's a very good thing.
The POV banana shit. I laughed my ass off at that the first time I saw it. I just thought that was so dumb.
Oh yeah, that's not 2016 or before, but that POV banana video is I do like that. Actually, not to call anyone out again, I gotta maintain relationships with these people still. But like, even though they let me go, when I was interviewing for my last job, the CEO of that company was reviewing my website, and I watched him in real time click on the video POV or a banana, and his comment was, very professional. And I don't know if that was ironic or not, because that is definitely not. I mean, like, I guess it's like a well-made animation, sure, but like,
that's a good point. Was that ironic or not?
I have no clue. I have no clue, because he has a sense of humor to him, sure, but also it's a really professionally well done animation, but also it's a monkey eating you. Like, it's also not professional at the same time either. So I still to this day question what he meant by, he's just looking at my website, clicks on POV or banana and goes, oh, very professional. And I'm like, is it? I don't what?
Yeah. I don't know. There are a few videos on Cagdo specifically that I can remember that I'm like, oh, that was actually pretty good. I mean, like we had the series Cagdo Shorts, and we had Rocco Daco, which was a rock documentary where I would just pick up rocks and I would just explain like some made up history of the rock. And it would always just lead to, like, I
vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it would just lead to some like Nickelodeon cartoon or something stupid like that. Where this rock is from Rocco's Modern Life or something dumb. I think that video, I watched that video and I'm like, I'm so dumb. That's so funny. That's so stupid. You ever watch a video and you're like, I used to be funny. What happened? I get that all the time.
I think there used to be this free flow of thought that I used to have that was very funny as a kid, that I still have that, like, you know, brain that thinks all that stuff is funny and is creative in the same way still. But I used to be able to just sit down and go, I'm going to write a script for something. And then the thoughts would come out and I would just write it. And I just don't have that in me anymore. Even though I still come up with very good jokes. It doesn't come to me as freely
it doesn't hit
as an adult.
Yeah.
Get
that. All right. Well, I just thought that was a good little.
Well, I think I'm going to kill myself. Have a good night.
That might be it's going to be a Sean situation where you just go, but all right. I mean, good talk. How do we end up? Actually, last time, how did we end it? Oh, you just said belly, and then I cut it because I thought that was funny. What is like a
if you want to get in my belly, you can subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts.
Hold on. Dude, wait. Okay.
Spotify.
All right, I'm gonna maximize you. I'm gonna maximize you so we get full quality, right?
Okay.
All right, and now put the phone on your face like you did with the creepy face, and now say it again.
If you want to get in my belly, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, or on Apple Podcasts, or on Spotify. And if you listen to Google Podcasts, I mean, maybe that'll happen at some point, but you can go fuck yourself, honestly, for now.
Yeah, honestly, Apple Podcasts trash.
There's maybe in the future there'll be more things. I've talked about more things, but for now, that's where you can find us. So if you don't do any of those, then you'll die. And if you do them, you can get in my belly.
So can you slowly say the alphabet twice?
A, B.
This is a little.
C.